All right, fans, are you ready for some football? Welcome to the Richland Football Network. It is week 1 here in the 2023 Laura Highlands season opener, Freddie. I have Fred Yannity with me. I'm Ned DiMartino. We have Brian the Sponge Britt, who will be on the field. And I think every once in a while we may have a special guest appearance from P.J. McGowan every once in a while during the season. So, Freddie, welcome back. And you believe it, it's football season already.
It's unbelievable. We have a brand new league, brand new teams, and brand new names to learn, buddy. We're going to be in trouble here. You call this our preseason?
Remember, we're right. This is preseason for us, so bear with us. We got here early, and we finally figured out how to hook all this stuff back up from last year. But we are back up and running, and hope to have a great night of football here. Richland Rams against the Penn Cambria Panthers.
Last year was a heck of a football game. In fact, Richland gave Penn Cambria the only loss they had all year. Our kids went undefeated in the league and won the league. Penn Cambria was either second or third, but they had one loss, and that was to the Richland Rams. Brandon Bailey has had quite a thing going here over the last 4 or 5 years. I just saw a stat in the paper. I don't have it exactly right, but the record over the last 5 years has been like 55 wins and 4 losses or 5 losses. It's been amazing. They've been on a roll. That's because of the character of this program. They develop a lot of character. They develop a lot of tradition, and it's just fun being here with you watching a new football season.
And we welcome Brian Brett to the broadcast. I'm so glad that have Sponge with us. So, Sponge, welcome to the broadcast.
Thanks for having me, guys. Very excited to do this. Like Fred was saying, Richland has only lost 3 regular season games in the last 5 years, so they always come prepared. I think they'll be prepared tonight, and they don't have to deal with Garrett Harold tonight. That quarterback from Penn Cambria moved on to Duquesne. So we got a freshman quarterback. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, Penn Cambria is bringing them again. You said, Sponge, they lose a 4-year starter in Garrett Harold, and they're going to bring in a sophomore quarterback who apparently has done a lot of work with Garrett Harold. So we're going to be interested to see how Brady Jones, the sophomore quarterback, his first really action that we're going to see him. So we're kind of all excited to see how Penn Cambria is going to come out. They lost a lot of starters, Fred. They lost 3 offensive linemen, and you know how huge that is in high school football. Your offensive line is massive.
You know, we have a freshman quarterback. Speaking of quarterbacks, we have a freshman versus a sophomore. This is the first real game experience for each one of these guys, so it'll be interesting to see how they react. And you're talking about the line. I was talking to Coach Bailey at camp one day, and he was talking about 3 guys in particular that have to hold down the line. Declan Piscatella, Ethan Janidlo, and Carson Rechter. They're all pretty solid linemen, and he's counting on those 3 to hold the line together. You know what they like to do also, and you've seen it over the years, they like to substitute our linemen a lot.
Yep.
They're always fresh. So this is going to be kind of a preseason, a real game, but a preseason for you and I, for Sponge, and for the teams.
Yeah, and Carson Rechter, speaking of him last year, unfortunately was out with an ACL injury. So great to have Carson Rechter back on the field. I know he did a lot of rehab over the offseason, and he should be ready to go. Carson's a funny kid. I coached him in baseball, and he's a really funny kid, and I think he's going to have a very special year. I'm glad he's healthy and ready to rock and roll.
I'll get back to the quarterbacks for 1 second. I have in my notes here to remind myself to talk about Coach Bailey. He was a quarterback himself, as most people remember in high school, and how he's groomed a ton of quarterbacks since he's been in the program. They would talk about Penn State being linebacker U. We can talk about Richland being quarterback U. You go way back to Marco Pecora, who was a freshman starter for the Rams. And it goes right up through the last 10, 15 years, all the great quarterbacks we've had. And it's been a tremendous opportunity to watch these kids play football.
Absolutely. I mean, we're going to talk Richland football. Freddie, we got to talk Evan McCracken. He is going to be obviously what everybody's going to be looking for on the defensive side of the football is to find number 6, Evan McCracken, because there's going to be a heavy dose of number 6.
Evan McCracken, who's very proud of the young man. He's going to West Point. He'll be playing football for the academy, and I think that's impressive, and that's truly an accomplishment on his part. So he's not only a great football player, he's a great kid, great personality, a great student. He did rush for 1,422 yards last year, and he had 32 touchdowns. So he was the man pretty much. When Graydon Lewis went down, we had dual running backs, but when Graydon went down early in the season, Evan just took charge and dominated the league. He really did. He also had 438 receiving yards. So we had a great season last year. We expect the same thing for him this year.
Hey guys, I got to know Evan a little bit better here over the summer. He goes to our church, and he is so excited to be able to sign with Army and get that out of the way before this season starts. So he has nothing to worry about. He can relax and just play football. And he's not only a great football player, but even a better person. So I'm excited to see what he does this year.
Yes, like I said, I mean, Sponge, every team is going to be loading up the box, figuring Richland's going to run the ball. It's going to be a lot of Evan McCracken. So, for Fred, what I look for is maybe those little short passes. Remember, we have Austin Yarnick, who had impressive numbers last year at the wide receiver position. Maybe we're not going to be the, throw down the field, wide open football anymore, but maybe those little quick strikes out to the sideline as the line's going to crash in, hoping to stop McCracken. Maybe a little sideline pass, maybe a little end sweeps would be good for Austin Yarnick here.
I was looking at some of our receivers, though. We have some deep threats as well. The question is, can the young quarterback throw the deep ball? They're going to have to find that out early. As the season goes on, he'll get stronger and stronger. But we have Arnold and Jude. I'm going to try it. The first time of the year, I'm going to try it. Magura.
There you go. Very good.
Magura. And they are brothers, of course, a sophomore and a freshman. They're big-time threats on the outside. And Austin Yarnick, can't say enough about him. He came along last year as a sophomore and just took control of the offense from a passing standpoint and did a tremendous job. So running is going to be important, but we do have some passing threats. It's up to the young quarterback to get him the ball. That's the way it's not that we don't have the receivers, the deep receivers. You're right, Ed. Probably the short stuff's going to work, but it's not because we don't have the deep threat. We're going to throw the ball deep once in a while just to keep everybody
once in a while. I said we have a freshman quarterback, so I don't know how much Coach Bailey is going to want to put on his shoulders, especially early in the season, like you said. But yes, we're going to have to eventually. I mean, you've got to at least have the threat of going down the field. But I think maybe this is a golden opportunity, knowing that the other team is going to sack the box, and they're going to be rushing up the middle. Maybe those little quick strikes out to Yarnick on the outside or Magara on the outside would really maybe give McCracken a little more room, as teams are going to have to watch out for that.
Tough team to defend, the Richland Rams. We've talked about that many times, and Richland's going to take whatever you're giving them. If we spread the field, and they spread the field, we're going to run the ball. If we're tight and they're tight, we're going to pass the ball. So we do what they want us to do, what they let us do. So it's a tough team to defend, and we'll see how the Panthers can do. They do have a good coach, Nick Phillips. He was 9-2 last year, and they did make the district finals. And they run a multiple spread offense themselves. I think you told me before the game he kind of he wants to model his program.
Yeah, I got from Rick Hall from Friday Night Rivals. Actually, the Tomahawks play-by-play announcer. He does the Friday Night Rivals colors. So he got some notes. He had a conference call with the coaches yesterday. Wrote down some notes for me. So yes, Coach Felix really modeled the way he does his weight program now, as Richland does it after Coach Bailey, and that's a big pat in the back to Coach Bailey, and I'm sure it's pretty flattering, Coach Bailey, knowing a coach like Felix wants to use his model on how to develop his kids. So they really got into the weight room this year and are ready to go. They had a lot of young kids that played last year, so I think that's going to be a big thing, as it is for Richland too. We see it all the time. Coach Bailey's always putting kids in and out. A lot of kids get to play on Friday night, and that can only go a long way. There's a lot of support from the community out there, and at Penn Cambria. It is the most physical camp that they've ever had, and obviously their main focus is to stop the run. They want to stop Evan McCracken, and that's going to be every team that comes and plays Richland is going to be stopped by Evan McCracken.
Hey, I just want to jump in here. I don't know if we're having one of those locker room showdowns. Neither team has come out yet, and we got a minute left to start this game. I saw some referees heading down there.
Yeah, it was 6:58, so they actually have 2 minutes to get on this field. So you're not sure what's going to happen. But this is the first game of the year. Who knows? But we're going to strap in ourselves here and have a good time. Hard to believe it's football season, Sponge. And you can give us, as we asked PJ, where's the weather down there? Where's the wind direction, wind speed? How's it feel down there?
Field looks good. We just had a little bit of rain, so it might be a little slick, but no wind to speak of, and the weather is perfect for a Friday night.
Yeah, Coach Fred and I are up here, and we're not in our usual spot in the press box. They actually put us on top of the press box today because the Friday Night Rivals kind of takes up the whole area. So we are outside. We have a nice umbrella. And we want to thank our student producers once again. They are back with us as we have Levi Cashdollar and Stone Mangus. To my right, Stone does a great job of making sure that we're doing everything right. It did take us a while to get there, but we figured it out.
I left. I just totally left. I couldn't.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. I mean, PJ always took care of how he hooked up the wireless stuff for Sponge there on the field, but we got it all worked out. Thanks to Ryan Robertson for helping us out too, and Tom Feitel. It was quite the show. We got it. I'm glad we got here early because it is our preseason. So anything goes wrong, it's not our fault. Just give us time. We'll work all the wrinkles out.
I want to talk to Sponge for 1 minute. Sponge,
Yes, sir.
If you're going to be down there on the field with taking PJ's spot, you have to know when we ask you what's the wind direction. You have to know that. You have to know how many miles an hour. You have to know whether or not tomorrow morning is going to be good for hunting.
Well, I don't hunt, so I don't really care, Fred. But the wind direction is, I'd say it's going east about 1 mile an hour.
There you go.
If you don't want to go hunting, you're going to have to talk to PJ and get straightened up because we got to have the right frame of mind down on the field there.
Okay, so it looks like Richland Rams are ready to come through the tunnel. They're all lined up, Freddie, and about ready to go. See the coaching staff coming out. Looks like Richland is decked out in the I think big red. It looks good. That's a great color. The red uniforms are very, very sharp. Jim Penna now and getting everybody riled up in the crowd.
What a great crowd we have for the opening game. It always is. Penn Cambria side is pretty much filled up. And the Richland fans are the best, aren't they?
Yes.
They really are. We got our sideline pretty much filled up here, even away games.
Hey, guys,
very well.
Last night was Meet the Rams, where you come up and you meet all the athletic teams for the fall program. And this stadium is packed on the home side.
Yeah, Richland travels well. As we've seen throughout the years, Freddie, some teams don't travel as well. Penn Cambria traveled very, very well, I must say. That's nice to look over and see those stands full. There's a lot of games that we do during the season where it's not that way. So I'm glad to see the Penn Cambria fans came down and showed up, and should be a great night for football. Looks like the rain has cleared out. The rain that was not supposed to happen, but did happen.
Now, this is part of the tradition of Richland football. Not to interrupt you, which I just did, but while it's going on, the Pee Wee football players running through the tunnel. That's going to be in their brains all fall, and it's going to make them want to come back and play football. So it's a great program here. It's not just Friday nights. It's a whole year-long program that makes us so successful. Yeah,
the Richland Rockets is a great program. My son came up through it. Glad they started at it. These kids learn this system, Freddie, from a very early age and carry it all the way through. There's nothing they have to learn besides maybe they get input, but they know the scheme. They know everything, and it's just a matter of getting the experience as they move up within levels. But there's really no plays that they have to learn. They've already learned them.
The offense is really. I'm not going to say it's simple, but it's not as difficult as it looks, and the kids know it. You know, when they come up here as 10th graders, 9th graders, Coach Bailey says, run this play. They run it. It's amazing. And I've seen Coach Bailey do a lot of coaching, and I was fortunate enough to work with him for a while. He does a tremendous job.
Penn Cambria in the white uniforms with the black helmets. The good thing is that we can really see their numbers very, very well. There are some teams that come in here, Fred, numbers are really difficult to pick up. Penn Cambria's are very, very sharp, very, very clear. So if I mess that up, Sponge, that's your job. If I mess up a number, it is your job to correct that, okay?
I'll be on it, Eddie. I studied the roster very well. I went up to the scrimmage last week and had my Max Preps roster out, make sure I know all the numbers.
Very, very good, because sometimes I will screw that up. So PJ was very good on having my back on those, and I'm sure you're going to do the same for me.
Sponge, were you at the senior night or the Meet the Rams night last?
Yeah, he was.
Yes, I was.
Did you go to the dance afterwards?
I did not. My son did, but I did not. He said it was boring.
Did your girlfriend stood you up?
She did.
All right, so we're having our captains come out at midfield for the coin toss for Richland. It's going to be number 0, Luke Feitel, number 6, Evan McCracken, number 68, Ethan Janidlo, and number 53, Declan Piscatello. Big honor for them to be captains on opening day here. Wind seems to be picking up a little bit more than just 1 mile an hour now in our booth, but I'm sure that'll subside. It's a very beautiful night, Fred, though, I must say. Very comfortable to be outside.
Very nice.
Ed, make sure you hang on to Fred if the wind kicks up a little bit.
We'll make sure.
I have stones. I put some stones in my pocket.
Yeah, we'll make sure we got them. Don't worry.
I think while the season's just getting underway, we should talk about Spongy's nickname. I think maybe we ought to have a contest somehow. How did Sponge get his nickname?
Well, Sponge can go through that. Sponge can give.
No, I don't want to give it. I don't want to give it away right now. I coached Sponge. Sponge was one of my guys, and he got the nickname during my era here. And it's an interesting story, but we don't want to spoil it right now and give the answer away too soon.
All right.
Fred, that was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, 35 years.
All right, so we actually have current game day conditions. Game time weather, 77 degrees. Wind speed is at 7 miles per hour out of the northeast. So, Sponge, you were pretty right. You said out of the east. It's out of the northeast, about 7 miles per hour right now, and 77 degrees as we approach kickoff here.
Now, what I need to know is, should I go hunting tomorrow morning? That's the question.
I don't think you're allowed. I think you'd be arrested if you went hunting.
That's right. I'll have to wait till the season.
You can go golfing tomorrow, though, Fred. I am.
I bet you are.
Yeah. We have that.
I had a great time out at the country club with you, Ed.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah. Sponge came up, PJ came up, Fred came up. We had a couple weeks ago. We went out to the Wimber Country Club on the back deck. Had a nice conversation about this season. Got Sponge a little acclimated to what's going to go on here. Sponge has a great idea, which we're going to highlight. We're going to highlight a senior. Every single week, be the senior spotlight. We're going to do our first one right before we come back from halftime. So be sure you're tuned in. As right before we start the call, before halftime, we're going to do our senior spotlight of the week.
We have a good crop of seniors to pick from. That's for sure. Is it based on performance or?
There's 11 seniors, and I made up some forms, some things like the Little League World Series, where they tell us what their favorite teacher is, what they like to eat, stuff like that, just to get to know the seniors, spotlight them.
Yeah, this is a really cool idea, Sponge. It was wonderful. I thought that was fantastic. I'm glad.
Who won the coin toss?
It looks like Richland's going to be kicking off, so I would imagine Richland probably won the kickoff.
They won and deferred.
Yeah, Richland won and deferred.
So the kicker for Richland this year, Penn Cambria won. So we're getting solid information here. Stone saw it. Penn Cambria won the toss, wants the ball. And that's a good move. You don't want Richland to have the ball first, because if they score first, you're in trouble.
All right, Noah Ritko is going to be on to kick it away.
Coach Hobbs is very proud of you with Noah Ritko's progress this year. So we're going to see firsthand. He's not afraid to kick it in the end zone. He can do that.
All right, back deep for Penn Cambria is going to be number 12, Gavin Harold, and I believe number 4, that is Chase Plazak. Or is that number 9, Carter McDermott? And it will be Harold who picks it up. Harold makes a move around the 25, up around the 35, brought down shy of the 40.
That was a dangerous kickoff. It was nice and high, but not very long. That's the kind of guys like to return. He did have a nice hole there. He almost got through it, but
Hey guys, talking to defense coordinator Tim Ripper before the game, he said that's a guy to look for, number 12, Harold.
Yep. Yeah, Gavin Harold, and also I was told to watch out for the speed of number 9, Carter McDermott. Seems to be a blazer, so you're going to have to watch out for him. Looks like Penn Cambria is going into the gun. Number 10, Brady Jones, the quarterback. Brady Jones kicks the snap low. It's McDermott to the outside. McDermott will get he's going to lose a couple yards. Doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Good job by Richland. Kind of a low snap there, Freddie.
McDermott on the carry.
Good defense on the edge. That's a good way to keep it. The further you string it out, the better.
Yarnick and McCracken had those tackles.
All right, so second down and 10. It should be 13. There you go. 3-yard loss. Jones rolls out to his right. And Yarnick almost had it. It was in his hands and just dropped it. That would have been a pick six just off the hand of Austin Yarnick. Broke on the pass as Brady Jones was trying to throw it out to the right side. That'll bring up 3rd down and 13. So Austin Yarnick almost had the first touchdown of the year for Richland.
Roll out right. Good protection. Good pass protection. He had time to throw the ball. It's better to roll out against the Rams. You get in the pocket like that, you're going to have trouble because our defensive line is so aggressive. Coach Ripple does a great job with the defense at Richland.
All right, so 3rd down and 13 will come. Here's the first drive of the ball game. Brady Jones back to throw. Drops straight back, getting some big rush. Makes the move. Piscatella has him. Piscatella and 3 more Rams are going to take him down. So first sack of the year will go to Declan Piscatella. Ethan Janudlo, along with number 14, Joe McEnany, all around the football. And Penn Cambria is going to have to punt it away. Good defensive showing by the Richland Rams.
I think he was trying to set up a screen pass. I could be wrong.
It's a little too long.
You're right, Fred. They had a screen set up, and they had coverage on it, so he had to pull it down and get sacked.
Screens are hard to teach in high school. They're difficult to play to master. Richland always does a good job with screens.
All right, so Penn Cambria going to punt it away. It's a high punt drifting off to the right. Going to take a neutral bounce. Now it'll take a Richland bounce as it comes back near the 40-yard line. So Richland's going to start in Penn Cambria territory. Not a very good punt there, Freddie.
Yeah, there's a lot of coaches. Not a lot. There are a few coaches in high school football across the country that never punt the ball. There's a group of coaches that has that theory. I can see why sometimes.
Yeah, that was about maybe about a total of maybe a 15-yard punt, maybe.
Yeah, you don't get in the end. You might as well go for it.
All right, so Richland's going to start the ball at the Penn Cambria 43-yard line. It's going to be our first look at the new quarterback. It's going to be freshman Grayson Mala. Mala into the gun. McCracken now will go to the left. Spread offense as Richland always does. And it's going to be McCracken over the right side. McCracken will turn it in. McCracken over the 40-yard line. We'll get to about the 38. So pick up about 5.
Coach Bailey tried to draw him off sides on the first play. Did you notice that how the linemen all moved, but they were legal? 1st and 5 is a lot better than 1st and 10, but it's 2nd and 5, so you got 5 yards anyhow.
All right, it's going to be a very short 6. They have it spotted between the 39 and the 38-yard line. Mala back into the gun. 2nd down and 6. And it'll be straight up the middle. Goes McCracken. A spin move. McCracken has the first down and more as he comes to about the 31-yard line. First down, Richland.
Trap block up front. A lot of good blocking going on in the front. Richland's really a lot of fun to watch, aren't they?
Absolutely. I mean, this is just always like to watch. I mean, every year we have a little bit of turnover in players. It's always nice to see how the new crop is going to come in. So far, off to a pretty good start. First down and 10 from the Penn Cambria 31-yard line. Mala into the gun. Mala fakes the handoff, keeps himself, goes up the middle. Mala over the 30-yard line to about the 27. So good pickup by Mala on first down.
Hey, that's a good run for him because you get knocked around a little bit and get that freshman jitters out of you.
All right, so about a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 upcoming.
We have a 0 on the field.
Yeah, that is Luke Feitel.
First year.
They're allowed to have a number 0, yep.
First year it's illegal.
Unless they're going heavy backfield here with number 24, Cody Yeager in the backfield as well. This is going to be McCracken. And that time, good job by Penn Cambria. Will stop him for no gain. They bring up 3rd down.
Well, we're in 2-down territory, so I don't see a problem here right now.
Yeah, they brought that second backer into the backfield going heavy. They're going to do the same thing here, Freddie. And there's a little jump. There it is. There's their first freeze play. Run very successfully.
Jumped, but one of ours did, so let's see what they say.
It looked like Penn Cambria jumped from my angle.
They could have been drawn off, maybe. I'll tell you what they're doing. I know what they're doing. They're discussing the freeze play.
Yeah.
The referees are deciding whether it was legal or not. And as always, every week there's a discussion. Every week they say, yeah, that was legal. I can't reveal what they do.
We always talk about that. Yeah, can't give away that secret.
You'd have to kill me if I did.
All right, so it's going to bring 3rd down and 1 now after the freeze play works. Mala back into the gun. Heavy backfield once again with Cody Yeager. It will be McCracken. McCracken is able to sidestep the first tackler, picks up the first down to the 20-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 10.
He got it.
Yep. Now you got the wide receiver back in the game.
Yeah, followed the lead block of Cody Yeager. And McCracken able to dodge the first tackler who got in and able to pick up the first down. So Richland on the move. We're 8:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Just a second possession of the game. Penn Cambria went 3 and out. Richland got the ball at their own at the Penn Cambria 43-yard line, down to the 20. There's the first pass of the game, just off the hands of Luke Feitel. So the pass was a little bit thrown behind him. Luke Feitel tried to adjust. They'll bring up second down.
It's a good pass to throw for a young quarterback to open the season with. Roll out to the right. It's a right-handed quarterback. Well, not a bad throw either. It was just a little bit off.
They have Jude McGarrett and Arnold McGarrett now to the right side. McCracken will set himself to the left of Mala. Yarnick spread out wide left. This is again McCracken up the middle. McCracken able to push the line for about 2 yards. We'll bring up third down in about 8.
Spread him out and run the ball.
Just got a little text from Mike Zients, said enjoying the broadcast so far. Sounds really, really good. Yes, there is no video tonight, so sorry about that, Mike, but there is no video for tonight. Since Friday Night Rivals are here, there is no video tonight.
You sure?
Yep, positive.
We're all going to get arrested.
All right, third down and 8. It'll be empty backfield as Mala will go into the gun. 4 wide receivers spread. McCracken in motion. Mala keeps it himself, goes up the middle. Mala gets to about the 16-yard line. Going to bring up fourth down. They got to get to about the 10, Freddie. Well, they have to get to the 10. They sort of just got first down to 20. So they have to get to the 10-yard line. So it's going to be fourth down and 6.
Coach Hall was yesterday at practice is very high on our field goal kicker. He said he can put him through from 40, 45 yards.
Yeah, Freddie, I was watching him out at Central Cambria, and he was booming them, so he can make them.
They're going to try to get him to jump off sides first before they do anything.
We're going Wildcat here, it looks like. A very heavy backfield. Big switch on the line. There's the flag. This is either going to be motion on Richland or it's going to be a 5-yard penalty on Penn Cambria.
I think I said that they're going to try to draw him off sides first, and then they're going to run a play.
Yeah, the whole line kind of just switched.
Yeah.
And it will be Penn Cambria. So it's twice now on this drive, Freddie, that Penn Cambria will go off sides.
That's a Bailey trickery.
Yep.
It's a great play.
Yeah, it turns a fourth down and 6 into a fourth down and 1, which is where Richland wants to be. The short yardage. You're going to go Wildcat again with the heavy backfield here. No wide receivers. It will be McCracken takes the snap. McCracken pushing for the first down. McCracken will have enough for the first down.
You got a nice push from Brody Hollis pushing forward.
So good blocking by Hollis. Richland now will be first and goal with 6:18 remaining here in the first quarter. This is Richland's first drive of the game. If you're just joining us, Penn Cambria took the opening kickoff, went 3 and out. Richland got the ball at the Penn Cambria 43-yard line where this drive started, and here they are down the 8-yard line, first and goal. They're going to stay with McCracken in the backfield. Mala in the shotgun. Hand off to McCracken. McCracken picking his way through. Will pick up a couple of yards as he got over the 5-yard line to about the 4.
Up the middle, moves past the 5-yard line.
Second down and goal upcoming for Richland.
Inside the 5. Second and goal.
So, Sponge, it seems like Richland's offensive line doing a pretty good job knowing Penn Cambria knows what Richland's going to do. Richland seems to be doing a pretty good job, at least giving McCracken a little bit of a crease.
Yeah, they're stacking the box and still getting some movement up front.
All right, Mala back into the gun. McCracken in motion to the right. Mala keeps it himself. Mala tucks his head. Mala pushes for the goal line. I think the ball is going to be down. They're looking for a fumble. The stays down.
Down at the 1.
So it'll be third and goal from the 1-yard line.
What a great experience that would be for the freshman to score a touchdown in his first quarter of his first game.
It looks like he's not going to do that. They're going to take him out. It's going to be Wildcat with McCracken.
Power all the way.
And looks like Janidlo in the backfield, along with number 14, Joe McEnany. So they're going heavy with Janidlo maybe being obviously being the lead blocker. Third down and goal from the 1. McCracken, left side. McCracken is in. It is a Richland Ram touchdown.
Power all the way.
So McCracken follows the lead block of McEnany and Jadidlo, able to spin and get into the end zone.
There's number 1 for Evan. Let's see if he can break his own record this year.
We got the Richland firemen up there cheering on with the sirens.
All right, so Noah Ritko on to attempt the extra point. Easton Robertson is your holder. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and the kick is going to be no good. Wide right, so Ritko misses the first extra point of the year.
Good distance. Good
But
distance.
Richland goes up 6-0 here at Hurlinger Field on a drive that started at their own at the Penn Cambria 43-yard line. Freddie able to move down the field. A couple of offsides penalties. We'll get to that at the end of the quarter. That's a lot to read. We have 39 sponsors. There's no way we're getting in before kickoff. So
can you hear me all right?
I hear you great.
I don't hear myself.
Just get the microphone closer to you. If you're having a hard time, just get a little closer to you. There you go.
I mean, I have a lot of good stuff to say here. I got to make sure I get it out of my mouth. Where did Sponge go? He disappeared.
I'm here. I just said to Evan McCracken, that's 1. And let's break the record again this year.
Freddie thought you were going down to get a hot dog, Sponge.
No, not yet. I'm not hungry yet. Freddie, do you need something? Let me know. I'll get it for you.
Thanks, buddy. I am getting a little hungry up here.
It's 4:36 remaining here in the first quarter. Richland leading 6-0 on a nice opening drive by the Rams. A lot of Evan McCracken and a lot of actually a couple of keepers by Grayson Mala.
I think Coach Bailey's doing a great job trying to break him in. He has to be nervous. The freshman quarterback, you got to be a little bit nervous, you know. And the longer he plays, the more he plays, he's going to become a veteran. Just like Washington Yarnick last year as a sophomore. You know, he started the season off, he was a little bit shaky, kept getting better and better and better and better and better. By the time the 6th or 7th game rolls around, you're not a freshman or a sophomore anymore. You're a junior, you're a senior.
Well, like what I saw to Grayson Mala, and Sponge, I'm sure you saw the same thing. He looked pretty poised. I mean, looking for the hole, didn't panic. Put his shoulders down, found a crease. I thought he did a really nice job of controlling that drive.
Yeah, that was a great drive. They chewed up a lot of clock too. Only 4 minutes left here in the 4:36 in the first, and it was a lot of McCracken, Mala running. You know, he only threw 1 pass. He got his feet wet, and I think the jitters should be gone by now.
Yeah, I would agree. And he had Luke Feitel open. The ball was thrown just a little bit behind Luke Feitel. He was almost able to make a really nice adjustment to the football, but just came up a little bit short.
I guess 0 is one of the eligible receivers because that's the number he's wearing this year. You know, that first drive all started with the defense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Keeping them pinned back in their own territory. Terrible punt. Couple key penalties. That's Coach Bailey, though. You know he's going to try to get you off sides. You know it. He still does it every game.
All right, so it'll be McDermott and Harold back deep for the Panthers as Ritko on to kick it away. Kick is up. It's a high kick, and it will be McDermott this time who will take it. McDermott sprints out to the right, finds a little crease. McDermott just got a hand. That was Noah Ritko, the kicker. And there's a flag behind the play anyway, but Noah Ritko saved the touchdown, I thought.
Should be coming back.
Yeah, but you see that, Sponge? McDermott is fast.
Oh, yeah, he can move.
He found that little crease. Ritko able to put a hand on his leg and knock him down, but there was a flag behind the play. There should be a holding Penn Cambria.
This is definitely not good for Penn Cambria. They're hurting themselves big time right now. Between penalties right now has been part of the game. Being offsides a couple times now, the holding penalties. There was a nice hole up the middle, and he broke to the sideline. I thought he was gone too, Ed.
Yeah, well, this is a very young Penn Cambria team as well, though. So Coach Philos is learning with them. I know some of the kids had some playing time last year, but this really is a young team for Penn Cambria.
And we can see right now, look where they are now, where they were and where they are.
So we'll start this drive at their own 15-yard line. First down and 10. 4:29 remaining in the first quarter. Richland leading 6-0. Jones will hand this one off. And a nice run there up the middle. Brought down by Jude McGarrah. Ball carrier number 2, Thomas Plunkett.
Little counter play, a little trap action inside.
So
nice play.
Able to pick up the first down. Goes over the 25-yard line. So about the 27. They'll give him the 28. So first down and 10. Jones back into the gun. Jones fakes the handoff this time, keeps it himself, and will pick up a couple yards to about the 30-yard line.
You know, Penn Cambria doesn't do anything else on this drive. They have to try to get out of their end of the field. You know, they have to flip the field on this drive. If they give Richland the ball close to the end zone again, they're going to be in trouble.
Hey, Eddie, just a correction. I think number 9 is Arnold Magura. That's Jude's brother.
Oh, sorry. Yes, that's Arnold Magura.
Yeah, he's a freshman.
There you go. That's right. Jude is number 1. All right, Jones will hand this one off. This is Plunkett again. Plunkett will dive forward and gets to about the, we'll see where they spot him, about the 33-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd down here, Freddie, and maybe about 5.
This, I'm going to say, is going to be a key play in this half of football. If they don't make the first down, Richland's going to get the ball in great field position again.
All right, so 3rd down, and they're going to call it 4. As Jones in the gun. Jones keeps it himself, and Richland is right there. They didn't buy any of that. There's a flag at the end of the play, though.
I think it might be face mask.
Face mask has to be.
Yeah, they had stopped him, but I think the flag came out. It's going to be a face mask, I believe, on Richland, which should give Penn Cambria a first down.
You know, coaches always say the team with the fewest penalties usually wins. I'm starting to believe that. Penalties are such a big part of the game. Even that first Richland touchdown drive, there's 2 offsides.
Yep.
You know, important. 15, look at this. This is going to switch the field around.
Just as you said, Freddie, so it brings the ball over the 45-yard line to about the 46-yard line of Penn Cambria. Down to 2:53 remaining here in the first quarter. Score Richland 6, Penn Cambria nothing.
That was huge for PC.
All right, so Jones will go back into the gun. First down and 10. Harold goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. This is number 25 on the carry as Mason Mento. And Mento will pick up a couple yards. Maybe a yard to about the 47. Going to bring a 2nd down and 9.
I don't think you can make a living running at Richland's front 4.
Yeah. Looks like Cody Yeager credited for the tackle. Jones fakes the handoff, going to keep himself in Tuckett, has some room. Jones gets over the 50-yard line and gets down to about the 45 or so. It's going to be close to a first down. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 1.
Big play for these guys. They have to go for it. If they don't make it, they have to go for it.
This is definitely 2-down territory here. 3rd down and 1.
Unless they try to throw a pass, which I doubt.
So Derek Height in the backfield as well. Jones going to keep it himself. Tries to string it out. Has a little crease. Jones will have the first down over the 40-yard line. Tackled there by number 24, Cody Yeager, along with Luke Feitel.
Number 4, his own player kind of got in his way a little bit there, Ed.
Yeah. So Penn Cambria now with that flip of the field, with that face mask penalty now, Penn Cambria is starting to find a little life. Ball down on the 38-yard line of Richland. 1:21 and counting here remaining in the first quarter. First down and 10. Jones hands this one off to number 21. That is Derek Height, and Derek Height will lose some yardage. Ball back over the 40-yard line to about the 42. A flag on the play at the end of the play. Richland had really nice penetration. Penn Cambria pointing Richland's way. And it's going to be a penalty on the Rams.
There you go again, another penalty. I'm sure Coach Billy.
Another face mask on Richland. Second face mask of this drive.
That's twice they had him bottled up, but they got called for face mask. I don't know what.
So just a 5-yard face mask on this one.
Didn't mean to do it, sir. Sir, I didn't mean to do it. Oh, 5 yards there.
First down and 8 from the 38. It will be Jones who keeps it. Jones trying to find something. Jones just tucks his shoulder and gets down to the 35-yard line.
Reckner, the wreck was all over that.
Yeah, it's great to see Carson Reckner back. That poor kid, I felt so bad for him last year. So glad he's back in uniform this year.
He got hurt. Did he get hurt early in the year?
Yeah.
We had a lot of kids get hurt early in the year.
All right, 2nd down and 7. Jones back to throw, straight drop back, throws the ball deep, has a man. That's going to be a touchdown, Penn Cambria. That is number 9, Carter McDermott on the reception. So nice throw, beat the coverage, he was wide open back there. But Penn Cambria on the board with 19 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was one-on-one coverage, and he beat him.
Yeah, he got beat by quite a few steps there, wide open. Nice throw by Jones.
Nice pass. So not only did they flip the field, they put it in the end zone.
They go on the board. So Richland missed their extra point. It is going to be Arnold Dillon on to attempt the extra point for Penn Cambria. 6-6 your score here.
On to attempt the extra point.
There's a stoppage of play.
They don't have enough guys on the field.
Timeout.
Yeah, timeout Penn Cambria. They don't have enough people on the field. So we're going to run down. We want to thank, we have 39 sponsors this year, and we cannot thank them enough. This doesn't happen without the sponsors, so thank you to Roof Rejuve, Senator Wayne Langerholtz, Advantage Auto, Mahalco's, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Slovenian Savings and Loan, FX Screen Printing, The Fifth, Flair of Country, Johnstown Construction, Nico's, FWF, First Team Advertising, John Ponchione, Windbercare, Advanced Office Systems, Best Window and Door Company, First Summit Bank, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Dean Jordan Tire, Ponchione Financial, RMP Signs, DB Homes, the Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Memorial Chevrolet. We'll get back to the rest in a minute as Penn Cambria on to attempt the extra point. Yeah, I can't thank them enough, and there's still time, plenty of time to get in on the season. So if you're interested, just get a hold of Jim Penna. Tell you all the details on how to become an advertiser on the Richland Rams Sports Network.
We are heard worldwide.
Yes, we are.
Why would you not want to advertise worldwide?
Absolutely. All 10 games plus all the playoffs included for one price. Your business will stream at the bottom of every broadcast.
And you'll be heard around the world. I wonder if HUD's listening tonight.
I hope so. It'd be nice if HUD's listening.
Yeah.
All right, so it is Andrew Dillon on to attempt the extra point now for Penn Cambria. Good snap, good hold, kick is up. And this one is good, so Penn Cambria will go up 7-6 here at Hurlinger Field with 19 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We'll head back to our sponsors. So thank you to Chan Soon Chong Medical Center, Rizzo's, Cardellino Eye Care, Sporting Goods Discounters, Tap 814, Asiago's, Market Basket, Ashbro, Vintage Physical Therapy, RNDT, More Family Dentistry, and Big Dogs Bar and Grill.
You have them handwritten this year, buddy. What happened to the nice typed ones?
I cannot use my phone for some reason will not connect to my printer at home. So I had to print them out. So I printed them out myself.
You wrote those all yourself?
Mm-hmm. I did.
That's very impressive.
So I took the time and wrote them out myself. Not as impressive as Sponge coming out here and watching all the stuff and keeping notes. I'm very impressed, Sponge.
Thank you, Eddie. I take this job very seriously.
Well, somebody has to, Sponge.
Yeah, you know, PJ, he was just a goof off. We love you, PJ. I hope you're listening.
I remember PJ has won multiple Emmy Awards, though, so you got big shoes to fill.
You're still under scrutiny, Sponge. Don't take it, it's not permanent yet.
I think it's permanent.
All right, 7-6 your score. Penn Cambria answers on their second possession of the game, able to drive down the field, aided by a couple of face mask penalties by the Rams, but a nice pass from gotta remember their names now.
Number 9.
From Jones to McDermott. I'm used to seeing Garrett Harold so much with his Penn Cambria team. It's Brady Jones.
Freddie, Eddie and I did the Ken Lansing game, and that Harold, I'll tell you what, he's going to make a heck of a quarterback in college.
Oh, he's going to be very, very impressive. He's got that big frame, and he just has that solid motion, and he's just such an athlete. And Duquesne's going to be very, very happy with him.
Probably have a red shirt this year. You'll be back. That's what they do with almost everybody these days, red shirt. You could be 25 years old and still be playing college football.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
Some of those kids go to an extra year because of COVID, then they go an extra year because of the red shirt, then they go an extra year because of the portal.
Right.
So there's some guys that are getting drafted, they're 25 years old already.
It's true.
Did someone take a timeout? Did I miss something?
It's TV timeout.
Yeah, I just asked, and they said
we're on a TV
timeout.
timeout. So because of Friday Night Rivals game, we're going to have some TV timeouts.
I was wondering the same thing, Fred. I got my answer. TV time.
Which may have been why we had such a delay beginning of the game. Wasn't so much a stare down coming out of the thing, but the Friday Night Rivals were not ready to go yet.
Well, the stare down sounded better, didn't it?
It did. Okay, yeah. I will give you that one.
Yeah, guys, going back to that drive, they had them bottled up, and those 2 penalties, definitely killers.
Yeah, Penn Cambria killed themselves, though, with a couple of offsides penalties on the Richland Rams drive. Remember, we've only had 3 drives of the ball game so far, down to 19 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Game would be going a whole lot faster if we didn't have these TV timeouts, but we do, and we'll live with it. It's a beautiful night here. It was 77 degrees at kickoff. Seems like temperatures dropped just a little bit. Wind picking up just a little bit more here, but the rain that did come in the beginning of the game is gone.
You know what's so beautiful about it is those penalties you were talking about, Penn Cambria killing themselves with the offsides. You know it's coming. I said it before it happened. I said they're going to get him offside, then they'll run a score. Everybody knows it's coming, but you can't stop yourself.
Right.
It's such a great play.
All right, so we will see Penn Cambria kick off for the very first time tonight. As number 86, this is Gabe Irving, who is 6'3". Looks every bit of it from up here. He's a big boy. He'll be kicking deep to Evan McCracken and number 13, Austin Yarnick. Left-footed kicker. 7-6, your score, 19 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Penn Cambria leading. And the kick is away, and it will be Austin Yarnick over the 20-yard line at 25, still picking his way, and will be tackled short of the 30-yard line. So good coverage there by Penn Cambria.
Yep. I was just going to say that. What great
Flags again.
So flag on the play. Referees huddling up.
Sponge, you don't know who these referees are, do you?
Fred, they don't look familiar at all to me. I know some refs, and I don't know this crew.
Referees are hard to come by these days. I know when I was the AD, it was easy. A lot of referees. Now the numbers are going way down, and the young people don't want to do it anymore, so it's getting tougher and tougher to find refs.
Going to be a 10-yard penalty on the Rams. No, a 15-yard penalty on the Rams. Pushes the ball all the way back.
Holy cow.
To the 14-yard line.
Sponge, you get the call. What was that?
It had to be some sort of dead ball personal foul or something.
Yeah, personal foul after the whistle.
So Richland's got to watch themselves. It was unsportsmanlike conduct on Richland was the call. They have to be careful. Okay, Mala looking for somebody to pitch to. Nobody there, gets creamed. So number 25, Mason Mento, able to take down Mala.
That was a broken play.
Yeah, Mala was looking for something to do there, Sponge, I know. And Mento right in and made the tackle. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Richland down 7-6 here.
You're so used to saying Richland leading, aren't you?
I know. But only the second possession of the game for Richland. But that was not a good start there as they got an unsportsmanlike conduct off the kickoff. They had the ball short of the 30-yard line. They start this drive at the 14 and lose yardage immediately back inside the 10-yard line now. So that when they pick up this drive, Fred, it's going to be second down and about 14.
Sponge, you said we have a little bit of a break in the action here. You were talking earlier in the game about how many years ago you played. How many years ago was that?
35.
And I was your coach, right?
And you were my coach.
It seems like just yesterday.
It does.
Good memories.
So this is a good time to say how Sponge got his nickname.
Oh no, we should have a contest.
Fred wants to have a contest.
We already know the story, though.
Yeah, I know.
So who's going to enter the contest?
It's worldwide.
The story isn't as good as it sounds.
Well, Sponge, you can make it sound better, I'm sure.
I'll try.
There you go.
We have worldwide.
You just got to dress it up a little bit, that's all.
A little.
One of our former football players who's listening knows the answer. I know that.
Fred made me block a lot, so I had to pad up and look like a sponge.
People used to bounce off of him.
There you go.
He had so much rubber on him.
All right, 2nd down and 16. Ball back at the Richland 8-yard line. This is direct snap. This is Evan McCracken. Evan McCracken picks up a block on the outside. McCracken over the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So at least a good pickup there. Going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Kraken on the carry. Gains about 7.
I want to say just one more thing about the Sponge. He wasn't afraid of contact. There's some tough kids back then, didn't we, Sponge?
Oh, yeah. There were some hitters on our team.
Are we counting PJ amongst that group?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's good. All right, 3rd down and 8 now. Just underway here in the 2nd quarter. It will be a direct snap once again, but McCracken will hand this one off, and that will go nowhere. So, and there's a lot of stuff going down the field. Richland's going to take another penalty. No, they're going to put the flag. They throw the flag or they put it away. Sponge, there's a lot of contact going down here.
Yeah, the 2 guys were taking one guy about 15 yards down the field. But it doesn't look like they called anything.
Yeah, that was Janidlo and Reckner were really working over somebody on Penn Cambria. I saw the ref reach for the flag, but then decided not to throw it.
And I'm not sure what I missed, but the coaches were going bananas for Richland. They wanted a call for something.
All right, so 4th down and 8 upcoming. Richland going to have to punt. Evan McCracken will do the punting. It's something you have to watch out for because Evan McCracken will have the ball in his hands, so can't get too comfortable.
Don't be surprised.
And McCracken will punt this one away. Good line drive kick over the 50-yard line. This is Harold. A nice tackle there by number 34, Joe Penna. Able to stop Harold in his tracks before he got anywhere. So nice punt by McCracken. Penn Cambria will have good field position, but they'll be on their own side of the field at about the 47-yard line.
Now the goal here for Coach Fields, I know what it is. He wants to keep the ball as long as he can and score a touchdown. Do not let Richland have the ball. Isn't that the theory every week?
Yes. So far, though, not pretty impressed with the job Brady Jones is doing for Penn Cambria. And Brady Jones back to throw again. Brady Jones going to keep it himself. Penna had a chance, missed him, and Jones able to thwart a couple of tacklers, and he picks up enough, I think, for the first down. Be really, really close to a Penn Cambria first down. So Richland's going to have to find something defensively here. Brady Jones now is starting to work over the Rams. Couple quarterback keepers gone for some nice yardage. As he's just hesitating, Freddie. He's looking back to pass, hesitating, and then finding a crease, and was able to get by Joe Penna.
He's not the speedster, is he? Who's the speedster?
Carter McDermott is their speedster, number 9.
Yeah, we got to get the ball in his hands a little bit.
That's the one that caught the touchdown pass. 10:01 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. First down and 10 at the Richland 43-yard line for Penn Cambria. Quick throw to Harold. Harold on the sideline. Harold over the 20-yard line. Harold still on his feet. Harold will find the end zone. Penn Cambria will go in for a score. So the second touchdown pass from Brady Jones, this time to Gavin Harold.
Wow. Just a quick out, guys, and he made a lot of people miss.
Yeah, this is what I think Spudge and Richland's going to have to try to do, is to try some little passes. They cannot just keep doing what they're doing. That's trying to just keep the ball up the middle and just run McCracken. I mean, it's going to catch up to you. And I think Richland's going to have to start maybe just winging it out there just a little bit and making Penn Cambria at least respect and throw a little bit.
Remember a couple. I'll wait till the guy attempt here. We'll talk.
Andrew Dillon on to attempt his second extra point. First one was good. High snap. Kick is up and the kick is good. So Dillon puts that one through. Penn Cambria leading here 14-6 with 9:51 remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Don't be surprised if Richland doesn't go to a Wildcat with
They've done a little bit of that already, but I said the problem is you've seen Penn, all they're doing is stacking everything up. Well, and yeah, he's got a couple yards, but I think Richland's going to have to do something to at least mix that up a little bit.
When things don't go our way sometime, we do. Remember Chestnut Ridge a few years ago? They put the quarterback in the game.
Well, they put Kellen Stahl in.
They went Wildcat. And he ran wild. I wasn't there that night. I was in the hospital.
That was the Mud Bowl.
And I missed
that was the famous Mud Bowl with Chestnut Ridge, and Joey Hauser struggled a little bit in that game. It was such poor conditions.
That's what I'm saying. If our freshman quarterback starts to struggle, don't be surprised to put Stephen McCracken in there as quarterback.
Yeah, he's done it a couple of times already as we've gone through, but we'll see if that becomes more of a theme. But I think Marlowe's looked like he can run the football himself. So,
guys, defensive coordinator Tim Ripple just gave the defense a tongue lashing. So hopefully they get it together.
Yeah, it's early in the game. It's the first. I mean, it's the first game of the year. There's going to be mistakes made, and Richland's just going to have to adjust and keep this game within reach, not let it get any further.
After that last touchdown, I saw Coach Ripple's hat. I think he set a record on hat throws. It went about 35 yards in the air, and it was a heck of a throw against the wind too.
It was quite the toss, Fred. I saw.
You saw that?
Yep.
It was great. It was at least 30, 35 yards.
Hey, this is a great coaching staff, and they always come out in the second half. They always make the adjustments. So hopefully we can put something in here, make some adjustments, and go from there.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big drive for Richland. Let's face it, Sponge.
Big one, yeah.
If Richland can control this football, go down and score, it's fine.
Yeah,
if Richland will go 3 out, so Richland needs to put together some sort of a good drive here offensively. 9:51 remaining in the second quarter. You're only down 8 points. But Richland needs to do something to move the football. They had not so good a look on their last possession. Got the big penalty off the kickoff. They pushed them back to their own 14-yard line and really just got nothing going from then.
I was going to say a little bit of self-control would be helpful.
Yeah, Richland's got to watch. Right, they're getting a little out of sorts. They need to control their emotions a little bit and get it under check. All right, so Gabe Irving on to kick it away once again for Penn Cambria. But those two guys back there that are receiving, Richland can break this at any time. Yarnick and McCracken deep. The kick is away. The kick into Austin Yarnick once again. Picks it up at the 5-yard line over the 10, 15, 20. Yarnick finds a little crease over the 30-yard line and dragged down over the 35-yard line. Good return by Austin Yarnick.
That about 6'3" kicker made the tackle.
Yeah. He picked up that ball, Sponge, at his own 5-yard line. And Austin Yarnick able to go right down the sideline, make a couple moves, and bringing it all the way over the 35-yard line. Good run.
It was a great kick, too.
It was a well-placed kick. It was near the sidelines. Good thing he didn't fall out of bounds.
Absolutely.
That's what I was afraid was going to happen. I thought he was going to step out of bounds there.
All right, so Richland starts a good field position at their own 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Mala back into the gun. We have stacked wide receivers right and left. And McCracken now will go to the right of Mala. And it will be McCracken over the left side. McCracken over the 40-yard line. The 45, close to a Richland first down. Good blocking up front there by the Rams that time, Spongy.
Yeah, he had a good hole, and then the secondary, he pushed the guy back about 5 yards.
So it will be a Richland first down. So a ball taken out to the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. McCracken again, tries left side again, has a crease again, as McCracken will push his way close to the 40-yard line, down to about the 41. So a good 6-yard run on first down. No, sorry, that's going to be a first down. It started back here. See, this is all preseason for me too, Sponge.
You're doing good. Hey, it's, I think, Evan McCracken time. They're just handing it to him.
But it's a good push by the Richland line, though, giving them something to run to.
Exactly.
So good job all the way so far on this drive. First down and 10. Penn Cambria 47-yard line. Yarnick finds a little swing pass out to the right side. Yarnick upended. Good tackle made there by number 12.
He's such a good runner after he catches the ball. You notice that he really has good moves.
Fred, you talked about that in the beginning game. Say a little hitch out to Yarnick because he got speed.
Yep. Second down and 2. Ball at the 38-yard line. Gavin Harold on the tackle made a nice tackle right into the thigh of Austin Yarnick. Down to 8:17 here in the second quarter. Richland losing 14-6 at the moment. That time, good penetration by 3 Penn Cambria players, able to take McCracken down. He'll lose a couple yards back to the 35.
Linebackers hitting the gaps that time. That was all that was. Too many guys to block.
So third down upcoming. Obviously, this is 2-down territory.
Notice how many players are going in and out of the game.
Yeah, Richland substitutes a lot, and that's great. Keep everybody fresh.
Guys, I noticed they keep getting a high snap, and that just sets the play off by itself.
Yeah, we're going very heavy backfield again. And Richland again in the muddle huddle. I think this time might be Richland who kind of ran into each other. This may be on Richland. Yeah, no, it's going to be offside. So they drew Penn Cambria off again.
You know it's coming. You just don't know when.
There's a couple Richland players ran into each other.
Bailey trickery.
So it's a Richland first down. Another gift on the offsides. It's the third offside called by Penn Cambria.
That's, I think, the third.
Yep, third one. Yep.
That's 15 valuable yards.
All right, ball at the 29-yard line now at Penn Cambria. Down to 7:29 and counting. Richland trailing by 8. Marlowe will go into the gun. 3 wide receivers to the left. McCracken, there's nothing that seems like on the right side there, Freddie. They did some good running on the left. They're having a hard time running to the right. 3 Penn Cambria players already in the backfield as McCracken took that handoff. No gain on the play.
That was not a very good surge by the line on that play. They've had some good surges, though.
Seems like they've done a good job, though, Sponge. As far as I can see, running to the left side, they've had a little more success.
Yeah, they were going good left there, and they tried it right, and it got shut down.
All right, second down. They'll give him a loss of a yard on the play. Second down and 11. Quick pass out to Yarnick on the left side. Able to shake one tackle. Able to push the pile to about the 25-yard line.
I'm impressed with his toughness, too. You know, he's quick, he's fast, he's skilled. He's also a tough, hard-nosed kid. I really like him, if you haven't noticed.
Oh, absolutely. He's a good young player. Very impressed with him last year. That Central game was his coming out party. This is his second game of the year. And Austin Yarnick put on a show there at Central.
Who is that man?
Third down and 5. And there's going to be another offsides on Penn Cambria. This time number 52 jumps the gun. So Penn Cambria with their 4th offside. Preston Faribaugh jumps offsides. So a 3rd and 5 is going to turn into another Richland first down.
Offsides is the call.
Or is it going to be just short maybe? Might be 3rd down and about a half a yard.
You might see it again.
So ball taken to the 20. Richland needs to get back to about the 19 and a half. As Marlowe goes into the gun, we're at 6:01 and counting here in the second quarter. 14-6 Penn Cambria leading. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. It'll be Mala who will keep it. Mala will have enough for the first down. So Mala.
You just keep looking at some point to go up top here. Maybe Magura, he has quite the height advantage on his guy.
Yeah, because you can see it, Sponge. I mean, you can see Penn Cambria is just pressing the line, coming up.
Yep.
Yes, there's going to be one time where you're going to go ahead and take that shot. So first down and 10, Richland at the Penn Cambria 23-yard line. This drive started at about the Richland 34-yard line or so. As Marla goes into the gun. Takes the snap, drop back to 30. He's looking for it. Looking for Yarnick. Has some man on him. Oh, the ball just could not be held on.
Interference.
Yeah, it should be interference. I mean, that was
it was all over.
Yeah. But Yarnick
there's that shot we're talking about.
Yeah, Yarnick still almost came up with that ball.
Yeah, it was right in his belly.
Wow.
Good throw by ball.
Great concentration, but us unable to hold on at the very end. But it'll be pass interference on Penn Cambria.
Wow. Penalties are killing the Panthers. I don't think the kid had much of a choice to interfere.
Oh, no, my goodness, no.
If he hadn't
he was beat clean by Yarnick. He had to grab him.
Automatic first down. First down and a yard.
So
we have to score. There's no first
right,
down.
remember, this is not an automatic first down, right? It's a
first and
it's just a penalty.
Right.
So it's first down and 1. McCracken will go in motion. Mala fakes the handoff. Mala keeps it himself. Mala Diving for the end zone will just come up short at about the half-yard line.
I thought he had it,
I
guys.
did
He
too. Yeah, he gets the ball. He
reached
did not
at the end.
quite reach it out. Yep. Knee went down before the ball.
It was a good fake to McCracken, and Mala was tough getting in there.
Yeah, very impressed by this drive so far. This has been a nice drive.
They got their composure back, Ed.
Yep, first down and goal from about the half-a-yard line. Down to 4:43 and counting here in the second quarter. Again, Richland trailing 14-6, going Wildcat, it looks like here. Heavy backfield with McEnany and Janidlo. It would be Janidlo. No, the ball may have come out, but I think Janidlo got back on top of it. No. They're saying the ball was down. Richland ball. So lucky on that one.
Yeah, it looked like Penn Cambria came up a little, but the head judge said Richland was down with the ball.
All right, so they lose about a yard, so it's going to be second and goal from the 2. And they're going to stick with the same. They're going to go with the Wildcat with McEnany and Janidlo in the backfield. And we have a timeout on the field, maybe?
Penn Cambria possibly.
Yeah, I think timeout.
They want to review the.
No, they're waving. They brought the trainer on, I believe. All right, so everything's fine. We're going to go on. Here we go. Second down and goal from the 2. McCracken this time will keep McCracken trying to pick his way off the left side. McCracken dives forward and will get nowhere. So it's going to be third down and goal from the 2. So this started at about a half-yard line, and they've lost a couple yards and have gained nothing since. Third down and goal.
Penn Cambria's a scrappy bunch, aren't they?
They're tough. Yep.
They're young and they're inexperienced, but they're playing some good football right now.
They're doing a good job on the line, getting through, finding creases to get in and get the Richland ball carriers down. So now we're going more traditional. Here is Mala back in at quarterback. Mala rolls out to his right. Mala going to tuck it and run, and will be brought down. Another loss on the play.
Wow.
It's going to bring up fourth down and goal.
That's pretty good defense.
Yeah, he was looking to throw, had nobody open, and had to tuck it and took a shot. So the ball all the way back to the 4-yard line.
2:48 to go in the first half, Ed.
Yep. This is a big drive. Richland needs to get a score here, Fred.
This is big, guys.
Yep. The 2 McGarrett brothers out wide right. Fourth down and goal. Mala, there's a flag on a stoppage of play.
Timeout.
Timeout, Penn Cambria.
So Penn Cambria will call a timeout there second. We'll go ahead and run down our sponsors again. We can't thank them enough.
You gonna do it again?
Sure. We got 39 of them. So thank you to Roof Rejuve, Senator Wayne Langerholtz, Advantage Auto, Mahalco's, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Slovenian Savings and Loan, FX Screen Printing, The Fifth Bar and Grill, Flair of Country, Johnstown Construction, Nico's, FWF, First Team Advertising, John Ponchione, Winber Care, Advanced Office Systems, Best Window and Door Company, First Summit Bank, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Dean Jordan Tire, Ponchione Financial, RMP Signs, DB Homes, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Memorial Chevrolet, Chan Soon Chong Medical Center, Rizzo's, Cardellino Eye Care, Sporting Goods Discounters, Tap 814, Asiago's, Market Basket, Ashbro, Vantage Physical Therapy, RNDT, More Family Dentistry, and Big Dogs Bar and Grill.
Take a break, Ed.
Hey guys, let me give you a couple scores around the area here. Central Cambria is up on McCourt 9-3. We got Westmont up on Bedford 14-7. We got Bald Eagle 10-7 over Guilford. Tyrone 7-2 on Clearfield.
Yeah, we have, right. Because there's more teams in the Laurel Highlands this year. Freddie, we kind of talked 20 teams now in the Laurel Highlands.
We had it written down somewhere.
Forest Hills 20-0 on Johnstown.
All right, that game being played at Johnstown. Easton Robertson now in the backfield. 4th down and goal. Mala back to throw, looking for a screen pass. And it's going to be picked off. So Mala will throw his first interception. Richland was all the way down to the half-yard line when this drive started for, 1st and goal from the half-yard line. And now Penn Cambria picks it off, and they will start this drive at the Richland 15-yard line. So Richland comes up empty after an impressive drive, but could not finish off the last half a yard.
Penn Cambria now needs to run the half out. Whether they score or not doesn't matter. They want to get out of here.
Yeah, Richland will have the ball though when we come back from halftime.
But they don't want to give Richland the ball right now.
That's a big deflation to this team because they had the ball 1st and goal at the 1.
Oh, absolutely.
And now it's turned over at the 15.
All right, so Jones.
They need to get a first down and get out of this.
2:19 remaining before halftime. Jones will keep this himself, which he's been doing a lot tonight. Jones finds a little bit of a seam up over the 20-yard line.
Coach Bailey will start using his timeouts here shortly.
Actually, will come short of the 20, they have it spotted at the 19, so about a 4-yard pickup. 2nd down and 6 upcoming.
Remember, do not give Richland the ball back with any time left at all.
Yeah, there's going to be lots of adjustments, I believe. I mean, this is first game of the year.
I'm talking about right now.
Oh, absolutely.
If they get the ball back before the half's over, that's not a good thing.
Jones will go back into the gun. They'll put Harold in motion. Flag on the play.
That's against Penn Cambria.
Could be some motion on Penn Cambria. It is. False start on Penn Cambria.
There's another one of those hurting penalties.
Yeah, Richland has all 3 timeouts. So I looked for use it now that they got that penalty.
So the ball comes back to the 14-yard line. 2nd down and 11.
If Richland gets the ball back, I'm predicting ahead of time a score.
All right, so Jones, and I think it's Prescott in the backfield, or Thomas Plunkett in the backfield with him. It'll be Plunkett on the carry. No, that is Jones kept it. He faked the handoff to Plunkett, kept it himself, picks up some nice yards. Out of bounds over the 20-yard line. So it'll stop the clock, 1:33.
Stop the clock is not what they want to do, Ed.
Yep, Dugan Chase will come into the game now as Janidlo checks out. 3rd down and 4 upcoming.
Wind has picked up tremendously, buddy.
Yeah, Brady Jones listed at 5'8" and 150 pounds. Doing a nice job running the football tonight. 3rd down and 4. This time it is handoff goes up the middle. And now we go nowhere. Richland did a good job stopping that play.
Timeout Richland.
And Richland will now use their timeout. 1:25 remaining before halftime. Again, Richland trailing 14-6 here at Hurlinger Field.
Now PC is going to have to.
It'd be nice to see one of those block punts that they did so well last year.
Scatello in on that last tackle.
I think you don't want to do that, Sponge. I think you want the ball. The punt. They're not playing the ball that well anyhow. I think what they want is the ball.
Well, I think we have enough speed on the return too, Sponge. If you can set up that return, we have some pretty good speed with Yarnick and McCracken back there.
This is true.
It wouldn't be the worst thing. As long as you set up those blockers, give them a little bit of a crease, anything can happen on that kickoff.
If we get the ball back with a minute to go, we're going to be all right. We have 2 timeouts left. I think we're in good shape. That sounds crazy, but I think we're in good shape.
So kind of what we expected though to see from Richland. You know, it's a lot of just a lot of running, a lot of Evan McCracken. We've attempted a couple of passes. One went for the pass interference.
Guys, we talked about early in the game senior spotlight that we're coming up with. That'll be after halftime, right, Ed?
Yeah, we're going to do that right before we start the 3rd quarter.
And just a little hint, it's Dugan Chase.
So there you go. So Dugan Chase will be the very first senior spotlight here on the Richland Ram Football Network.
Was that a hint?
That wasn't. Yeah, that was just. It wasn't really. That was just. Yeah. There it is.
It has nothing to do with growing up with his dad.
Winner receives 840.
Yeah, Grady and Michelle, parents of Dugan Chase.
The winning number is 208.
And actually, you know what, Sponge? He'd be a nice target. He caught a couple passes last year He's a nice big body. You get him over the middle as a nice tight end. I mean, that could be something that...
With them stacking that box, it would be nice to slip him out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Report back to the front gate where you purchase your 50/50 ticket to collect. And thank you very much for your support.
Anybody win a 50-50?
It wasn't me. I didn't buy one, so...
You have a ticket sponge.
I didn't get one. We were too worried about getting plugged in, so
Right.
I forgot all about it.
But now that we sort of know what we're doing, I think we remember this now. We haven't done this since last October.
Yeah, next time we can get a 50-50.
I think we're going to be a little more. Okay, this is what we do. We're going to be okay. It's all good.
I just plead ignorance. I just walk away.
I just hope, Ed, you wrote down everything that we did, so
what
don't forget.
What I should do is take some photos.
I think that's a great idea, truly. Photos would be helpful.
All right, Brady Jones on to punt it away. Richland going to be doing no return. It is good. Maybe fingertip may have got on it. We're not sure. But that's a good punt, no matter what. Taking a great bounce for Penn Cambria. Rolls all the way into Richland territory, right around the 31-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like Evan McCracken got a hand on
I
it.
think he got a fingertip on it. Yep.
We didn't even have anyone back, guys.
That's what I said. They kind of emptied it out. Yep. They went for the block. They sold out, and I think he got a little fingertip on it. But so 60-yard punt, yeah, absolutely. Maybe off the fingertips of McCracken, and that ball just rolled. It rolled for 40 yards.
I'd say 40 out of the 60 was rolling.
Yep. So down to a minute 13, Richland has the ball at their own 31-yard line, down 14-6. Easton Robertson now in at running back as McCracken will line up as a slot receiver.
We're in good shape, Ed.
Mala into the gun. Mala throws out to McCracken on the right. McCracken over the 40-yard line. Almost slipped a tackle, gets over the 45-yard line, first down Rams.
Yeah, that was a great play and great tackle by number 12.
Harold.
He doesn't make it. Evans in the end zone.
Yeah, very impressed with Gavin Harold tonight as well. He's been all over the football field.
That is the brother, right?
Yes.
I asked that question before.
Yes.
Nobody answered me.
Yes, it is the brother. First down and 10. That is McGarrett. That is Jude, who gets over the 50-yard line to the 45 of Penn Cambria.
Good for another.
Yes, Fred, that is his brother.
Penn Cambria player is down. We have a Penn Cambria player down. That's Prescott, who is down on the field. Or Plunkett. I keep saying Prescott. Plunkett. Number 2 down on the field. Never want to see this sponge. Never want to see a player get hurt. And he came up to make the tackle on McGarrett. Still 42 seconds left on the clock before halftime.
Coach Bay was calling for a spread set when injury happened. So I'm figuring he's going to spread the ball out and run it the first time.
Yeah, Richland's questioning how much time went off after the whistle for the player being down.
Yeah.
So
did we get charged for a timeout?
No.
All right, Plunkett is up. He's kind of walking gingerly on his left foot, but off on his own power. At least it's good to see.
So second down and inches for the Rams.
So just shy of a first down. It'll be second down in about an inch.
Well, if we didn't get charged for a timeout, they should wind the clock.
All right, 42 seconds remaining before halftime.
Yeah. I think
they put it back to 46. Yep. So back to 46 seconds on the clock.
They're winding the clock. That's what I thought they had to do.
Second down in inches here. Mala keeps it himself. Mala has the first down. Mala to about the 40-yard line.
Quarterback keeper.
37 seconds remaining on the clock, and Richland going to go ahead and call another timeout.
37 seconds remaining. Timeout, Richland.
I made the comment, do not let Richland have the ball at the end of the half. They are so dangerous, and they are dangerous right now.
Yeah, I kind of like the short passing, though. I think it's going to be a big key moving forward. Is that, you're still going to, you still have to run the football, but I like these little short, quick passes. It's going to open up things a little bit, and then take the shot down the field as it did with Austin Yarnick earlier. And Penn Cambria had no choice but to hold him. And I think that could be a big thing for Richland moving forward in this football game.
You got to take the shot once in a while just to keep everybody honest.
And it just seems Richland just seems to be maybe a little more disciplined on defense, Coach. They're letting Jones kind of dictate what's going on back there, keeping the ball, and Richland losing their lanes a little bit and letting him get some yards.
We've eliminated our stupid penalties as well. A little more composure. That wasn't typically Richland the way they were. It's 15-yarders. That's not the way they play.
Yeah, those definitely assisted on Penn Cambria's drives.
All right, so first down and 10 upcoming for the Rams at the Penn Cambria 40-yard line. 37 seconds remaining before halftime. Richland trails 14-6.
We don't say that very often, did we?
No, not a whole lot. Mala rolls out to his right. Mala looking down the field, going to throw it up, looking for McCracken. It will slide out of bounds. They just threw that ball away, yeah. Still 30 seconds remaining on the clock here. Bring up second down and 10.
We used to stop the clock. That's the good. You have to look at the bright side.
Yep.
We still have a timeout left, don't we, Sponge?
Yeah, we have one left. They have one left.
They don't want to use their. They don't want any clock stoppage. Unless we fumble.
All right, second down and 10 upcoming. Easton Robertson to the left of Mala. Mala back to throw. Mala looking for Jude McGarrah. It'll be incomplete on the left sideline.
That was out of bounds. He wouldn't have had a chance to catch that.
Yep. 25 seconds remaining before halftime. Third down and 10.
Focus on the first down right now, Ed, not the deep ball. How about it?
Yeah.
Get the first down.
Yeah, get the first down. Yep, I would agree.
I'd like to see a screen here to Robertson. He can move. He can motor.
Yeah, we've seen Easton over the years. I agree. Is a very tough runner. This would be a good time to do that. I agree. So third down and 10. Robertson goes in motion to the right. Marlowe keeps himself, goes up the middle, takes a hit, will be short of the first down. So Richland going to have to burn another timeout with 17 seconds remaining before halftime. It's going to be fourth down and a couple yards.
You're kind of thinking like the coach, get the first down.
Yeah.
You almost did.
Almost did. A couple yards shy.
That's how they play, though. Spread them out and run. Quarterback. How many times have we seen a quarterback draw a year?
Oh, yeah.
Over the years? Bread and butter.
Oh, tons of times. Absolutely. It's just weird to have this vantage point. We're used to being in the.
I kind of like
it's kind of nice up here. If they would just put a glass, give us a room, it'd be nice. But
looks like they're practicing a quarterback under center snap. So I don't know if they have cooked up here or if he's just going to take a knee.
But typically we don't see Richland quarterback under center unless it's in the victory formation. So
it looked like Grayson Marlowe was doing it for the first time this year.
Now's not the time to experiment.
Now is not the time to do that. Absolutely. You got fourth down and 3. 17 seconds remaining before halftime. You're down 14-6. Richland does get the ball after halftime.
That may be to spike the ball if they get the first down here.
You're exactly right, Sponge. Good thinking.
All right, Marla back to throw. Marla was looking for McGarrah, I believe. Will fall incomplete, and Richland will turn over the ball on down. So 13 seconds remaining before halftime. Penn Cambria makes the stop.
Don't be a hero now. Take a knee. How about it, Ed?
Yeah, with 13 seconds, no sense doing that. Penn Cambria's had a good first quarter, or first half.
13 seconds remaining in the half.
Richland at least was showing some signs of life offensively, I thought, though. So maybe that'll loom large as we head into the second half. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and take a knee. So Penn Cambria will take this one to the locker room, leading 14-6 here at Hurlinger Field.
Is that my imagination, or is it a little bit dangerous to take a long snap and take a knee.
Yeah.
Why not get under? I mean,
You're right. I think it could be a bad snap. Absolutely. Anything could have happened.
that's just me.
All right, so we'll go ahead and step aside here as Richland trails 14-6 at halftime. And Stone Mangus will have a halftime report, so stick around for that. That's awesome. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and step away. You're listening to the Richland Ram Football Network.
Welcome to tonight's halftime report. I am Stone Mangus reporting from Hurlinger Field. After the first half, the score, the Penn Cambria Panthers 14 and Richland 6. Richland got out to a fast start. They forced Penn Cambria to a 3-and-out on the first drive of the game with Declan Piscatello notching a sack, and then they went 12 plays, 43 yards, and a touchdown from Evan McCracken, his first on the year. 34 yards on that drive from McCracken. Ritko missed the PAT, so it stayed 6-0. And then Richland held PC in their own territory, and then on third down, a face mask penalty resulted in Penn Cambria earning a 15-yard free pass and getting a first down. That drive ended in a 35-yard touchdown pass for Connor McDermott and Penn Cambria. And then an unsportsmanlike penalty after a 3-and-out for Richland. They go on defense. There's an unsportsmanlike penalty and a 3-yard loss on the sack. It's then 2nd and 16 on their own 8-yard line. The first quarter would come to an end. The score would be 7-6 Penn Cambria. Richland would go 3-and-out on that ensuing drive. Penn Cambria would then take the ball 3 plays, 53 yards, and score in a 43-yard touchdown pass. Gavin Harold earning his first of the season. And then a 32-yard return by Yarnick, set up with a two consecutive 10-yard carries from Evan McCracken, and a 15-yard pass interference call against Penn Cambria would set Richland up inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Grayson Mala would have a 9-yard carry and end up just a few blades of grass short of a touchdown. Richland would not punch it in on the next 3 plays. There was a fumble from Ethan Janidlo that was recovered in a big jumbo package by Evan McCracken. And then Grayson Malla threw his first career interception from the 3-yard line. And then Penn Cambria comes out. They get a quick first down and then go 3 plays and out. Richland takes over with 1:13 left in the second quarter on the 31. Richland takes it. It was a 60-yard punt. And they turn over on downs. After 3 incompletions, they took it down the field and were stopped at about the 12-yard line. So as we take a look at the stats here, starting with Richland, Grayson Malla, 3 of 8, 23 yards and an interception. Evan McCracken ran the ball 16 times for 65. He punched it in once. Malla also ran the ball. He ran it 8 times, gained 34 yards, and Easton Robertson has a carry for 2 yards. Jude McGurwa and Austin Yarnick, they caught the 3 completed passes from Grayson Malla. Yarnick had 2, 1 for 8 and 1 for 6, and Jude McGurwa also got himself a 9-yard catch in the second quarter. Richland has 3 flags, 1 face mask for 15, an unsportsmanlike for 15, and a face mask for 5, totaling 35 yards of penalties in that first half. They have 124 total offensive yards. And as for Penn Cambria, 130, very low scoring and low offensive first half, just a combined 254 offensive yards from each team. Brady Jones, he does have 78 passing yards. He is 2 of 3. 1 completion went for 35 and a touchdown. 1 went for 43 and a touchdown. Carter McDermott, he had 1 carry for a loss of 3 yards. Thomas Plunkett, he has 3 carries for 18, and Brady Jones, the quarterback, ran it 7 times and has earned himself 36 rushing yards. Mason Minko also got in on the action. Mento, excuse me. He had 1 carry for 1 yard. Carter McDermott obviously had that 1 catch for 35 and a touchdown, and Gavin Harold, the brother of Garrett, the star for Penn Cambria for so many years, is already starting to fill in those shoes as he has 1 catch for 43 yards and a touchdown. Faribault had that interception thrown by Grayson Malla down on the 7-yard line in the first half, and we will see how Richland responds. Obviously, it's tough. First game of the season, you're going to have some mistakes, but we will see how freshman quarterback Grayson Malla responds here in the second half. I'm Stone Mangus, and that was your first halftime report.
We're on.
All right, hey, welcome back to Hurlinger Field. That was the end of halftime. Penn Cambria band, very good. Richland band, very good. And Sponge, if you are listening, I'm not sure if he's turned on yet, but Sponge will do the first ever senior spotlight here on the Richland Football Network.
I think that's a great idea. Whoever came up with it.
It was Sponge. Sponge's idea, yeah. We were all talking at Windward Country Club when we met out there, and Sponge had a great idea to do it. There's 11 seniors. We have 10 weeks of football, so we can highlight. We'll have to do one double one, but that's fine. But it just gives a little more insight into the player. I think it's a great idea. So Richland finds themselves down 14-6. Freddie, in a game where Richland really could have walked out of here with a tie, or at least close to it. First and goal from about the half-yard line, and end up losing yards, and end up turning it over on a fourth down and goal from the 4.
Well, the good news is we get the ball to start the second half, and the better news is I'm sure they went over quite a bit on offense, on the offensive side of the ball at halftime, because they do an awful lot on offense at halftime. So we're hoping things improve this half, and I'm sure they will. We did gain our composure. We did lose our composure a little bit in the first half.
Yeah.
That's not like Richland, but we're not used to being behind either.
Yep. So Sponge, are you with us now?
You hear me?
I got you, Sponge. Okay. So Sponge,
the mic wasn't working, so give me a chance to get back in place, and I'll give you that spotlight.
There you go. So let's go ahead and do this first ever senior spotlight here on the Richland Football Network. Is Dugan Shea, so go ahead and take it away, Spongy.
I don't think he's ready for us.
Okay, I got you now. So there's some questions for the seniors that I wanted to spotlight them and see what they do in their home life and stuff. Dugan Chase. Favorite sport is the javelin. Favorite player is Larry Bird. Favorite coach is Hobbs football and Wetterby for javelin. Favorite teacher, Kube and Mangus. Favorite subject, history. Post-high school plans, attend college and throw the javelin. And he would like to study criminal justice. His favorite car is a 96 Ford Bronco. Favorite movie is Superbad. And his favorite quote is, "The one thing you can always control is your effort." And that's Dugan Chase.
There you go, number 8, Dugan Chase. Yeah, so if you guys were watching earlier, we like to apologize. There was no pregame show. There's some technical difficulties with the equipment, so again, we apologize for the inconvenience. Again, this is our preseason, so things were going a little kooky. They were going a little kooky for the WJAC crew downstairs as well. So, but everybody's back in the swing of things now. We're into the second half of football, and I think we've got ourselves a little bit more together as well. I'm glad we got here early because we had to work out all these kinks up here, which we were able to do. In fact, we had to call PJ McGowan at one point just to make sure we were doing everything properly.
Hey, I just want to give you some scores around town here.
Good job, buddy.
Central Cambria 9, Bishop McCord 3. We got Bald Eagle 10, Guilfoyle 7, and let me see.
Yeah, the Westmont score.
Forest Hills 27, Johnstown nothing.
Westmont was leading before.
Westmont is up 21-14 in the third.
That's Bedford, right?
Yes.
Is that in Westmont or?
That's in Westmont, under the lights.
There you go, under the lights of Westmont. So.
First game under the lights ever.
Yep. Very, very good.
It's Mike on.
Yeah, you're on. Yep.
Chestnut Ridge up 29-0 over Somerset. And that's about all I got.
Sponge.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
I got you.
I can't hear my.
I can hear you fine. Yep, I hear you fine, Freddie.
Okay.
I think a lot of times we're a little static when Sponge puts on a thing. Sometimes it gets a little loud.
Yeah, but I'm saying I could not understand myself.
Yeah, because I can hear you really, really well.
Well, not understanding myself, that's not unusual.
Hey, like I said, Richie has a great coaching staff, and they should turn things around here. They get together in the locker room and figure it out.
I totally agree. I think we're going to see some adjustments being made as Richland will take the opening kickoff. To start the third quarter, back deeper, Yarnick and McCracken. We have no light up here, so you have to bear with me. Is Gabe Irving going to kick it away? Remember, we're outside under a big tent, but there's no lighting up here, so Yarnick will take this right around the 20-yard line, and Yarnick will get close to the 30-yard line before he goes down.
Much better coverage by the boys from Penn Cambria.
Yeah, Yarnick couldn't really build up a whole lot of speed, though. The ball kind of picked it up low and really could never get anything quite going.
He's a great return man, Yarnick.
Yes.
He's a lot quicker than people realize, too.
All right, so Easton Robertson will stay in at running back here as McCracken will go into the slot wide receiver position. First play of the third quarter from the Richland 30-yard line. Mala looks to the sideline for the play. Mala hands off to Robertson. Robertson pushes his way, trying to get to the 35-yard line. Will fall just a little short. Actually, they may give him the 35. So good hard running by Easton Robertson. Picks up 5. Second down and 5 upcoming.
I spoke to one of the coaches at half, and he just said, got to get more aggressive up front, and definitely got to stop the penalties.
Yeah, for sure. Penalties were killers in that first half, without a question.
Both teams, actually.
All right, second down and 5. Mala going to throw it quickly out to Yarnick. Yarnick over the 35, the 40, the 45-yard line. First down, Richland. Nice pass by Mala to Yarnick.
Pushes it to about the 45-yard line, which is good for Richland. First down.
He's really dangerous when he gets the ball in the open field.
Absolutely.
You got to use that boy a lot.
I like having McCracken out in the slot as well.
He's a good pass receiver. He caught quite a few passes last year.
Right, and Easton Robertson, good running back. We've seen him over the years get some playing time. Good hard runner.
Get better and better every year. That's how the program works. Every year's improvement.
So first down and 10 from the 45. Robertson again. Robertson will pick up a tough yard or two. They'll give him a yard to the 46. Bring up second down and 9.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's part of the halftime adjustments, getting Evan out, receiver, and try to do some things a little different.
Yeah, because now they have to watch. They have to watch where McCracken is. They can't just stack the box. They have to account for number 6. Mala rolls out to his right. Mala looking downfield. Mala pulls it away. Good penetration here by number 21 of Penn Cambria. Takes down Mala. Mala had to get rid of that ball. That's one of the things he's going to learn is just throw that ball away. Derek Kite came flying in.
Eddie, he kind of lost control of the ball and almost fumbled it in midair and had to grab it, and that's what happened.
That was a good coverage sack. There was good coverage downfield. There was nowhere to throw the ball, really.
Yeah, well, that's good by Sponge, see, because we don't see it up here. So, because I think, he could have just thrown it out of bounds, but you say he didn't have a handle of the football, so couldn't throw it away.
Sponge sees all.
So now third down and 16, not the way Richland wanted to start this drive. Mala going to throw downfield, looking for Arnold Magera, and that will fall incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down and 16. So Richland going to have to punt this ball away. So not the drive they were looking for, obviously, Freddie. Down 14-6, they wanted to come out and methodically move that football down the field. They started out okay, picked up a nice first down, and then everything kind of fell apart. Big sack by Derek Height.
A little confusion on the
Mala.
team. Here we go.
Yeah, guys, we just got to remember he's only a freshman, and it's tough.
Oh, absolutely. He's going to learn, Sponge, as he goes through. It's a big learning curve. And good kick by McCracken. And it's going to take a Richland. By now, Penn Cambria bounces. It comes back over the 25-yard line.
Nice punt there. That's the second
punt.
Yeah.
Down the 26-yard line.
Yeah, unfortunately for Mala, it's on-the-job training.
Oh, sure. He's just got he's got to get a little more confidence going. Once he finds that confidence, things are going to look up for him. Right now, I'm sure he's probably a little tentative, and that's fun. That's going to be a learning process.
He will get better and better each week.
Got Evan McCracken cramping up on the sideline.
Yeah, Evan has dealt with cramps over the years. So hopefully they get him all fixed up quickly and get him back into the game. First down and 10 for Penn Cambria. That's a handoff up the middle. We'll get about the 30-yard line.
Not much there. We're going to get into a defensive battle this half, I hope.
That was
not.
number 25, Mason Mento, on the carry.
Piscatello and Joe Penna on the tackle.
So they'll give Piscatella and Joe Penna credit for the tackle. Second down and 7 upcoming. 8:53 remaining here in the third quarter. Richland trailing 14-6. Jones again to Mento. Mento, good hard run over the 40-yard line.
One down for Penn Cambria. Up, back up.
That's the quarterback,
That's
Brady
quarterback,
Jones.
I think, cramps.
Yeah.
He's
Limping a little bit. First down, Penn Cambria, though, as they picked up a nice chunk of yards. Mason Mento picked up some nice yards.
I'm impressed with the running game of Penn Cambria. They do a good job. They run hard.
So ball at about the 43-yard line. We have Luke Fitel a little banged up, holding that shoulder.
Yeah, last year for Penn Cambria was a lot of passing, but they are definitely running the ball good.
Well, they had the stud you guys were talking about at the Lancey game. I understand he's having a good camp down at Duquesne. I also heard that at St. Francis are 2 Richland boys that are there. Hayden Lewis and Sammy Penner.
Sammy Penner down there, yep.
They're both redshirted, but they're both doing a good job.
Along with Hohenstein from Central.
Yep. Mercury Morris from Bedford is going to be a starter probably this year for Frankie's.
Mercury Swain.
Mercury Swain, what did I say? Mercury Morris.
He said Mercury Morris.
I remember.
And old Miami Dolphin,
Yeah, he's going way back there.
Start showing my age here, boys.
We don't know who Mercury Morris is. That's the thing, you know.
Well, you knew who I meant.
Yeah, exactly. Mercury Swain.
He's probably going to be starting this year.
Yep.
I got to go up to a couple practices. My neighbor coaches up there. I went with him to a couple practices. It's a pretty interesting place to be. They did a great job. Marco Pecora, who was a freshman quarterback here at Richland years ago, is the offensive coordinator at St. Francis. Does a great job up there with those boys.
All right, first and 10, Penn Cambria from their own 43-yard line. 8:35 remaining here in the third quarter. Penn Cambria up 14-6. This is a quarterback keeper by Brady Jones and stopped well there by the Richland defense.
Bunch of red shirts.
No gain on the play. Bring up second down and 10.
Piscatella and Penna filled the hole there.
Yep. They filled in pretty quick too, Sponge. They really found a nice slot and came flying in. And we're not going to let Brady Jones go anywhere. Dugan Chase also gets credit for part of the tackle. Our senior spotlight, our first ever senior spotlight athlete here on the Richland Football Network.
But not the last.
So great job, Sponge.
Thanks, guys.
All right, second down and 10. Jones going to tuck it. Jones makes a little move, slips a tackle. Jones gets tackled by McCracken short of the 50-yard line. But Jones was able to shake the first tackler, otherwise he'd have been had a loss on the play.
Looks like Joe.
And Gavin Harold is down in the field.
That's Harold, yeah.
This is a huge loss if he has to lose any time. Gavin Harold has been all over the field. It might just be a cramp, though, Sponge, as well.
That's what it looks to be.
Yeah, these first games of the year in the heat, we see a lot of guys going down with cramps.
As much as they practice all summer, you think it'd be beyond this point, but
Yeah.
there's nothing like playing in a real game, you know. All the conditioning in the world doesn't really help
Yep.
if you've been in a real game.
Yeah, definitely a cramp as he's walking off the field. Good to see Gavin Harold come off the field on his own power. It's going to bring up third down and 4 when we come back here. 7:31 remaining in the third quarter. Richland showing 14-6.
Low-scoring game by our standards, isn't it?
Yeah, probably going to be this is 2-down territory as far as I'm concerned. Penn Cambria at their own 49-yard line, barring a big loss of yardage on this. I'd imagine this is 2-down territory for Penn Cambria.
We'll see what happens. I kind of think they're going to punt.
It's only third down.
I mean, next if they don't pick up the first. Now we have another issue going on.
Timeout, Penn Cambria.
Timeout, Penn Cambria.
So Penn Cambria are going to go ahead and take a timeout after a long sort of stoppage of play for the Gavin Harold crip.
I think Gavin Harold can go back in the game if they take a timeout, right? If you get injured,
I think he has to take one play
I
off.
think he's got to take a play off still, yeah.
Even if they take a timeout.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, so run down the sponsors one more time here. I'm going to do this in the dark. Again, we can't do this and run this without our sponsors. So thank you to Roof Rejuve, Senator Wade Langerholtz, Advantage Auto, Mahalco's, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Slovenian Savings and Loan, FX Screen Printing, The Fifth Bar and Grill, Flair of Country, Johnstown Construction, Nico's, FWF, First Team Advertising, John Ponchione, Winber Care, Advanced Office Systems, Best Window and Door Company, First Summit Bank, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Dean Jordan Tire, Ponchione Financial, RMP Signs, DB Homes, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Memorial Chevrolet, Chansoon Chong Medical Center, Rizzo's, Cardolino Eye Care, Sporting Goods Discounters, Tap 814, Asiago's, Market Basket, Ashboro Landscaping, Vantage Physical Therapy, RNDT, More Family Dentistry, and Big Dogs Bar and Grill. Thank you one and all. Still time to get in on it if you want to get hold of Jim Penna. I'll tell you all you need to know about becoming a sponsor of the Richland Football Network. Third down and 4 for Penn Cambria at the Richland 49-yard line, or at their own 49-yard line. And that is down. Brady Jones, and the ball came out, and Richland has it. Joe McEnany.
Oh, boy.
Brady Jones faked the handoff, kept it himself. Richland was in on the play. Evan McCracken, Joe McEnany. McEnany comes up with the ball. So big turnover, second turnover of the game. First for Penn Cambria.
Those lights threw me off balance there for a second. I forgot we had that light system.
Yeah, you thought the power went out there for a second.
Ed, you better grab Fred when they do that again.
He's fine. I got him. All right, so first down and 10. Richland takes over after the fumble. Has the ball at the Penn Cambria 43-yard line. 7:09 remaining in the third quarter. Maybe this is some momentum that Richland needs badly as they trail 14-6. They scored on their opening drive of the game.
Television timeout.
TV timeout.
So we have a TV timeout. Again, we're on the Friday night rival game. So there are TV timeouts, and hey, it's just part of it, Freddie. So
It was a good exposure for our kids. Good game for TV.
Yep. Again, I want to thank our student producers, Stone Mangus, who's actually been kind of my right-hand guy for the last couple of seasons. So, Stone, great having you along again. And we welcome Levi Cashdollar as our student producers.
Are they on the field?
I think Levi is out there running around the field. Stone is right here feeding us some stats every once in a while. And
is Levi the one running that drone?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty neat.
Sponge, you were talking about halftime. I was talking to Tom Feitel the other day. He's in charge of the technology stuff for the football team. It's amazing how much technology they use at halftime and during the game as well. They got cameras everywhere.
Cameras, iPads, you name it, they have it.
They're everywhere.
And that attributes to our boosters too. They do a heck of a job raising money so they can have the best technology.
We have it, believe me, we have it.
All right, so first and 10 Richland at the Penn Cambria 43-yard line. Jameer Christian now in at wide receiver for Richland. And it's a handoff. This is McCracken. McCracken finds a seam. McCracken over the 30-yard line to the 25. So Evan McCracken, a big burst of speed.
I got him by the shoe
Yeah,
tops.
just got him by the shoe tops, exactly. Good tackle made by Penn Cambria. Stopped the touchdown. But maybe that's the spark Richland needed. The big turnover stopped the 3rd and 4. McCracken again. And McCracken over the 20-yard line. So a nice game by McCracken again. Down to about the 19-yard line.
Again on the carry.
Somebody lit a fire under these guys. I think Coach Bailey probably had a few words to say.
6:33 and counting in the third quarter. Richland on the move. Looks like Evan McCracken is cramping up again. So Evan McCracken's going to have to come off as Easton Robertson will check in. So we got to get Evan all worked out with the cramps.
We lose a little bit of speed here, but we don't lose any desire.
No. Easton, very, very hard runner. Second down and 5. Quick pass out over the hands of Austin Yarnick. Good idea, but just a little too tall for Yarnick. They bring up 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, that'll come with time with Mulla. I just think he's just throwing a little too hard, a little too high.
Oh, absolutely. A little bit of nerves, Spongy. I mean, it's going to happen. 3rd down and 5. And I think they're in a freeze play, and Penn Cambria jumps again. So Richland will pick up a 1st down on the 5th one of the game, or Penn Cambria. 5th. Yeah, 5th of the game. Penn Cambria has jumped offside on a freeze play by the Rams.
Like I said, you know it's coming. You know it, but you just don't know when it's happening.
Yep.
And it works every time.
Working diligently here on Evan McCracken on the sideline, trying to work out the cramp.
Ball marked on the 15-yard line.
All right, so Richland takes the ball to the 15-yard line. 1st down and 10. Mala hands it off to Robertson. Robertson drives his way forward before he's pushed back. He may pick up a yard or so. He picks up a yard to the 19. 2nd down and 9. Now Janidlo coming off a little wobbly.
A little limp there.
Yep, got a little limp on him.
He's cramping up as well.
Yep. Number 54, Landon Myers, now will check into the game. Down to 5:36 here in the 3rd quarter. Richland needs this drive, Coach. 14-6. They trail in the 3rd quarter. Mala, quick pass, Yarnick. Yarnick to the 10-yard line.
Mulla's pass is complete to Yarnick.
He's so dangerous after he catches the ball. It's almost scary. Like, how do you tackle him?
Yep. So 3rd down and about 5.
This is a big drive here. They got to put points on the board here.
Oh, without a question. That was a nice pass that time by Mala to find Yarnick.
He definitely had some zip on that ball.
Yep. All right, 3rd down and 5. Penn Cambria jumps again.
Offside.
The 6th one of the ball game. That's going to give another 1st down to the Rams.
Unbelievable.
Faribaugh jumps off sides once again for Penn Cambria. The 6th one of the ball game.
You know, when they do something like that and they jump off sides, the other team like Penn Cambria thinks, well, they won't do that again. Well, guess what? They will do it again, and they'll do it again, and they'll do it again until you stop jumping off sides.
Yep.
And when you stop jumping off sides, that means you're hesitating, which means we have an advantage.
That's right.
It all works together. It's all simple.
All right, 1st down and goal from the 5-yard line. Richland's been down here before, Freddie. Came up empty. Mala keeps it himself. Mala going for the end zone. It is a Richland Red touchdown! Mala goes in for the score.
That'll help his confidence.
So Mala came so close in the 1st half to about the half-yard line. This time able to find the end zone. So Richland, a nice drive after the turnover. Gets it into the Penn Cambria end zone.
Richland will go for 2.
Richland going to go for 2 as 14-12 right now your score. So looking to tie the game up.
What does that do to your confidence, Ed, when you're...
It's massive.
I can do this.
All right, McCracken back into the game in the slot. We'll go in motion now for the 2-point conversion. Pitch off to McCracken. McCracken trying to catch it as there's a flag on the play.
Lots of holding.
Yeah, there's a flag.
Multiple flags on the play.
So this is going to be a stop on Penn Cambria's part.
There's more than one flag out there.
Yeah, I think Spongy's calling a hold though on Richland here. And that's what it is. Hold on Richland. So we'll go incomplete, but Richland gets on the board once again. 14-12 now your score. We have a 2-point game with 4:29 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Richland 12.
Back in it.
Yes. A lot of momentum off that turnover, and Richland able to take it from the Penn Cambria 43-yard line. And a lot of that was without Evan McCracken. It started with Evan McCracken in. A lot of that was without Evan McCracken. But big offsides once again on Penn Cambria as they've been jumping all night long. 6 now in this game, and I think 2 on that drive.
That was 2 pretty close together.
Yep.
It just when you don't think he'll keep doing it, but he will.
Well, Richland's going to keep running until you don't jump off sides anymore. Absolutely.
So then when you're not jumping off sides, then what are you doing? You're hesitating.
Yep.
When you hesitate, you're in trouble. So it's a great strategy. More people should use it.
So Richland did a fine job getting back in this ball game, although they were only down 8 points, but it was nice to see them get on the board. Haven't scored since their opening drive of the game. They came close. They had the ball first and goal from about the 1 yard line earlier in the second quarter, and Penn Cambria, nice goal line stand, and even got a turnover out of it on fourth down. That time Mala able to go into the end zone.
We're in another TV timeout.
Yeah, we kind of figured that.
They're good firemen. The firemen are leaving. Thanks, guys. We appreciate you being here.
Always love the firemen being here.
During the season, we'll pay special tribute to our first sponsors, and when ultimately
So once again, talking about the sponsors, we have 39 of them, which I think is just unbelievable. And there's room for more. So if you want to hop on, if you're listening and you want to get aboard and be a sponsor of the Richland Football Network, please get a hold of Jim Penna. He will give you all of the details. It's a great thing to do. Really support these kids in the community, and we enjoy doing this. And we have a lot of people that like to watch and listen, and we thank you and keep doing it. But if you want to become a sponsor, hop on board.
Our boosters do a tremendous job to help this football team. They buy them a lot of stuff that they need, the equipment, the technology stuff, and they just do a great job. So we're supporting our boosters all the way. Quite a program we have going up here, Ed.
Oh, it is wonderful. Richland, beginning of the season, ranked 6th in the state in 2A, but having a tough time in game 1 here with Penn Cambria. Penn Cambria playing hard and leading 14-12 right now. 4:29 remaining in the third quarter.
Well coached by Coach, I forgot his name now.
Fila.
Fearless.
All right, Rico on to kick it away. Kick is up, high kick. And that is picked up by Penn Cambria. And over the 30-yard line, this is number 27 for Penn Cambria. That is Marcus Eckenrode.
Cody Yeager on the tackle.
Cody Yeager gets credit for the tackle. Thanks, Bunch. So Penn Cambria takes the ball to the 35-yard line for a first down.
He kicks off high, doesn't he?
So yeah,
Really
very, very high kick. Yep.
It gives the coverage team a chance to get downfield, but it also gives the receiver a chance to have a pretty nice return.
All right. Jones hands this one off to Mento. Mento goes over the left side, and
he's had a good game.
yes, he's a big kid too. As he gets over the 35-yard line.
He's a hard run. I haven't heard much about him over the years, but he's doing a great job. We don't have a program. We don't know what grade he's in, do we?
Mento, they might tell us again. I'm reading this in the dark.
It's hard.
He's a junior.
Junior.
Mason Mento. He's listed at 5'11", 170.
Tough kid.
Second down and 2 around the 38-yard line. Handoff. This is Mento again. This time, Richland had him initial contact, Coach. I think he'll come short of the first down by about a yard. So bring up third down in the yard. But Richland was in the backfield, had initial contact, and Mento able to keep his feet and at least get a yard.
Yeah, that could have been a 4-yard loss, but he kept the legs churning.
Yep.
He's a tough kid. I'm going to say it again. He's a tough kid.
All right, so third down and 1. Jones hands this one off Mento again. Mento going to come short of the front. I don't think he's got the first down. No, he is short of the 40-yard line. That would not be a first down. Richland getting good penetration there again.
It looked like he was going to make it, and then all of a sudden it closed.
You know what, that wasn't Brady Jones in the quarterback. That is Harold in a quarterback. Gavin Harold in for quarterback.
It's a big play. We need a stop here.
Oh, yeah, fourth down and 1.
He's going to go for it. I think he should.
But it's Gavin Harold now that's in a quarterback. Brady Jones is out. And Harold, Mento again. Mento is not going to go anywhere. Richland stuffs him. So 3 times they tried Mason Mento, and 3 times Richland comes up huge and gets the ball in Penn Cambria territory. So Richland right now fighting all the momentum.
Piscatella, Hollis, Penna, all on the stop.
That has to be inspirational. That has to fire our kids up.
There we go. So Richland, after the score for a lot of momentum, that was a big stop 3 times.
I think he should have gone.
It was 2nd and 2, 3rd and 1, and 4th and 1. They ran the same play, and Richland stops Mento all 3 times. So first down and 10, Rams at the Penn Cambria 39-yard line. Easton Robertson in the backfield to the left. Mala keeps it himself. Mala finds a nice crease. Mala up the middle. Mala pushes towards the 25-yard line. We'll get to the 27. Big first down play, Richland.
Very comfortable running the ball.
It's amazing
definitely looks comfortable.
Amazing what a touchdown will do for you.
Yeah, exactly. You get them in high school football, every sport, Coach. I mean momentum is a big thing. Oh, for Mala, absolutely.
He's feeling like a king of the world right now.
First down and 10 from the Penn Cambria 27-yard line. Mala, quick pass out to Yarnick. Picks it off the turf. Yarnick over the 20-yard line.
Mala's pass is complete to Yarnick.
Guys, that was a heck of a catch.
Yes.
He picked that off the turf.
Absolutely. Down to 1:48 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Richland trails by 2, 14-12. On the move here. All the way to the Penn Cambria 20-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Mala. Another throw out to his right. Look, as McCracken. Nice tackle there made by Penn Cambria. Brings down McCracken short of the first down.
Complete to McCracken.
Open field tackle. That's pretty hard to do on McCracken.
That was made by number 3, I believe. Marcus Lilly. Made a nice tackle.
Good job, Marcus.
Look, he's a little shaken up out there. 3rd down and 2. They'll give him credit for a yard. In motion goes McCracken. They'll hand off to McCracken. McCracken over the 15, the 10, turns it up over the 5-yard line. Still on his feet, drives to the pylon, and he has the Richland Ram touchdown! Evan McCracken!
That's all.
So 19 yards out.
They had him bottled up, and he just powered in.
He just kept his feet, absolutely, Sponge. Kept his feet, would not go down. Good blocking on the outside as well. But Evan McCracken would not be denied, gets into the end zone. Richland with their 2nd lead of the game. And again, they missed an extra point earlier, went for 2 and got stopped. So Richland again going for 2. I think Noah Ritko only missed, 1 extra point all year last year, and has already missed 1 this year. But that was just an aberration. That one probably won't happen very much.
Well, they have to go for 2.
All right, Mala going to roll out to his left. Mala tucks. Mala goes for it, and he has it. Mala in for the 2-point conversion. Richland goes up 20-14. 41 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. So Richland finding their legs a little bit in this game.
Mala's starting to feel it, running the ball.
As Coach said, right, all that just got to make him feel good. Right, he's looking really good. But you and I said earlier, Sponge, he looked really comfortable running the football.
Yeah, that's good. This first game, get him running a lot, get him more comfortable. Passing will come.
Absolutely. And he made a couple of nice throws. Nice catch by Austin Yarnick on one of them, but good drive by Richland off the huge defensive stop. Richland able to get the ball at the Penn Cambria 39-yard line to start this drive and have gotten it into the end zone, get the 2-point conversion, 20-14 now. Richland leading here with 41 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Momentum has definitely switched to the momentum has changed tremendously. You can just feel it in the air.
Not sure what happened with Brady Jones, though. He was not the quarterback on that last drive. They had Gavin Harold in there, quarterback.
That was a huge play, obviously.
Evans cramping up again, but hopefully we can get him back out there.
Fortunately, it's nothing new for Evan. He's dealt with cramps over the years. Just got to keep him loose and keep him stretched out.
They work really hard when they're on the field.
Oh, yeah.
And, they do. They burn up a lot of energy. You can practice all you want, but there's nothing like playing in a real game.
Back up on his feet, looking pretty good. Just worked out a little bit on his calf. So Noah Ritko on to kick it away after the 19-yard touchdown run by Evan McCracken. His second of the game. Ritko puts this one high. Nice running catch by...
Nice coverage.
Yep.
Real nice coverage.
That was number 9, Carter McDermott.
He caught that ball on the fly, wanted to move.
Yep, he's their fastest player.
Yeah, they strung that out real nice. Took him the whole way to the sidelines.
So McEnany and Yeager get credit for the tackle. Penn Cambria gets the ball at the Richland 20, or at their own 23-yard line. 34 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Richland came in trailing 14-6, and now lead 20-14.
Boy, what a quick quarter, huh?
And I think Brady Jones is now back. Quick handoff up the middle. I think it was might have been Mento again, and Mento gets tripped up after a short gain.
He's going to be a beat-up young man after this game.
Yeah.
Hey, Sponge.
Yes, sir.
Get us some scores for half to be the third quarter and between quarters here.
I'll check it out and get right back to you.
Find out what Homer Center's doing.
All right, so second down and 9. That's going to be the end of the quarter. We'll let it tick down. So Richland will start the fourth quarter leading 20-14. Penn Cambria has the ball second and 9 for their own 24-yard line. And Sponge, if you have some out-of-town scores, you can run them down.
Homer Center is winning 22-6 over Marion Center.
We didn't know they still played football out there at Homer Center.
I had trouble finding it.
Yeah, we know they still had a team.
We got Central Cambria 15, Bishop McCourt 10 in the fourth quarter. We got Bald Eagle beating Bishop Guilfoyle 10-7. We got, hold on one second. Forest Hills 39-0 over Johnstown. And the Westmont game, let me check that, 21-21 in the fourth quarter.
All tied up with
Bedford.
Westmont and Bedford.
Yeah.
All right, well, if we have time, we're going to run down our sponsors again. Again, can't thank you enough to all the sponsors. Thank you to Roof Rejuve, Senator Wayne Langerholtz, Advantage Auto, Mahalco's, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Slovenian Savings and Loan, FX Screen Printing, The Fifth Bar and Grill, Flair of Country, Johnstown Construction, Nico's, FWF, First Team Advertising, John Ponchione, Windber Care, Advanced Office Systems, Best Window and Door Company, First Summit Bank, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Dean Jordan Tire, Ponchione Financial, RMP Signs, DB Homes, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Memorial Chevrolet, Chan Soon Chong Medical Center, Rizzo's, Cardellino Eye Care, Sporting Goods Discounters, Tap 814, Asiagos, Market Basket, Ashboro Landscaping, Vanish Physical Therapy, RNDT, Moore Family Dentistry, and Big Dogs Bar and Grill.
Thank you to all. Appreciate your support, guys.
All right, so second down and 9 as we get underway here in the fourth quarter. Penn Cambria now trails Richland 20-14. And again, Brady Jones back in at quarterback, missed the last series.
Second down.
Still in that TV timeout.
So we're still part of a TV timeout, even after we call a timeout.
Sponge, I want to thank you for finding that Homer Center score, buddy.
Hey, no problem, Freddie. I got your back.
BJ always took care of me. You're doing the same. I love it.
Absolutely.
We played Homer Center when you were on the team, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, you gave me a bunch of reverses. I had a touchdown again.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Was that here or there?
I was here.
All right, I think we're back from the TV timeout. So Mento will be in the backfield with Jones. Eckenrode goes in motion. Jones wings one over the middle and off the hands. Boy, he threw a bullet there, Sponge. He was looking for McDermott.
Yeah, I mean, he catches that.
Boy,
he had nothing but green grass.
that was almost like he was like slinging his arm back and just let that thing go. It was
A little too hard.
absolute bullet.
Because McDermott's the speedster as well.
Yeah, he's their speedster. They try to catch him on a little slant play, and that was a very, very hard pass by Jones. Going to bring up 3rd down and 9. Big play here upcoming for the Rams. Jones back to throw. Jones looking deep. Jones has a man. He is open and drops the ball. Had the man looking for McDermott. Boy, he really picked up speed. You see that, Coach?
He got it. I mean, he's a
he picked up speed. He accelerated. Got past Yarnick.
Yeah, not too many players are going to be faster than Austin Yarnick, but he had him burnt there.
Yeah, because Yarnick had good coverage. All of a sudden, McDermott just put on a little extra gear and was open, and the ball was there, but just off the hands. And Richland will force a punt from Penn Cambria.
Eddie, do you have sizes on these kids? This punter is huge.
He is 6'3".
6'3", all right.
Yep.
I hope he plays basketball.
Good snap. And there's the kick. It's a high kick. And it's going to bounce over the 50-yard line and be down right around the 46.
Not a bad job. Not a bad job at
Now,
all.
so Richland will take over 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
We dodged the bullet there with McDermott. Not twice, 2 passes in a row that could have been scores, actually.
Yeah, Gabe Irving is their punter. He's a 6'3", 220-pound senior. I don't remember him from basketball though. I did their basketball games last year. I don't typically remember him.
You're doing them this year too. You don't have time this year, do you?
It's going to be tough this year. Yeah, I may have to battle at basketball. But we'll see. We'll let Stone do it. Yeah, Stone can take over. He's very good.
Stone does a decent job. He does a very good job.
All right, 1st down and 10. Richland kept by Mala.
He bounced out of that pile.
Yeah, Mala got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe loses a half a yard. 2nd down and 10. Oh, we have a Penn Cambria player. Now he's back up.
Hey, Stone does a very good job at umpiring, too. He umpired in my son's Little League this year, and he does a real good job.
Sponge just said you do a great job umpiring as well, so he's, yeah. So you were coaching, Sponge?
Yes,
So
I kept score and kept my mouth shut.
I was going to say, he didn't throw you out of the game?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know if he did any of our games, but I saw him do some other ones. He did a great job.
There you go. I'm just proud you didn't get run out of a game. That's good.
Close, but no.
All right, 2nd down and 10. Mala looking deep. Mala looking for Albert Magura. Falling complete.
They had pretty good coverage on that, too.
Arnold Magura. We're getting used to these names. Arnold.
What'd you say, Albert?
I said Albert.
I thought you did.
It's preseason, Ed.
Exactly, it's preseason. Plus, we have no lights up here. It's very dark. I'm trying to just go off memory. I haven't looked at many of these names since the game started. So, 3rd down and 10. Richland at their own 46-yard line. Richland coming off 2 consecutive scoring drives. Looking to add another one, but they need to get moving on this drive. Yarnick in motion.
Halfback pass.
Mala throws a pass completed about the 50-yard line.
Worked on there.
Not enough for the 1st down, but at midfield.
I think they're going to have to punt here.
I'll be watching for the fake myself.
I wouldn't be surprised if Richland goes for this. We've seen it enough. They're at the 50-yard line.
We're going to try to draw them off sides, first of all.
Yeah, I would think so, too. 4th down and 6.
Yeah, definitely a freeze play.
6 of them have already been successful in this game.
See, that time it didn't work.
Yeah, Penn Cambria being very stout right now.
They tried it.
Play clock down in 9. Oh, they almost jumped. They almost got him. Almost got him to jump, Coach. It was that close.
That's ridiculous.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. If I was a coach, I don't have any here. I was going to pull my
Yeah,
head
you
out.
almost jumped.
Jeez. How can that happen?
I think he jumped, but not quite over the line.
Right, not enough to break the line. I agree.
Exactly. They're going to punt.
So Richland going to take the delay of game penalty, and we'll punt it away. That was a golden opportunity, Sponge, though. If they could have converted that drive into a touchdown.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Any kind of points. And
we got a
Penn Cambria
penalty
on the
Penn
field. They might be getting a penalty here. It could just be a sideline warning as well, but the coach is on the field, well onto the field. The yellow flag came out.
Well, if they call a penalty, that's going to be rotten.
I think it's just a warning.
Usually they just give one warning at least for a sideline warning.
I got a few of those in my time.
Yeah, it's just a sideline warning to Penn Cambria.
Fred, you were always calm, cool, and collected on the sideline.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You guys used to drive me crazy. You know that's not true. I love you guys.
All right, Carter McDermott is back deep for Penn Cambria. Good snap. McCracken gets this one. Another high punt. Good punt by McCracken. McDermott sprints out to the right side along the sideline. Has some good yards. Flag on the play. And he took a pop at the end. They're throwing a flag at the end of that.
They're going to have offsetting penalties. I know they got him for holding.
Yeah, they got him for holding
back hit him out of bounds.
He took a shot at the end of that play. I'm not sure who delivered that hit, but that was a shot that McDermott took.
Unless there was a live ball, dead ball.
I don't know if this will offset the 15-yard or what.
If it's a live ball foul and a dead ball foul, they may not offset.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, there was definitely a holding call on Penn Cambria. And then it's going to be a personal foul late hit here on the Rams.
If that was a dead ball, they might have to enforce that one. We're going to discuss it.
I know, that was a shot on McDermott. Well, he's got speed to burn, though. He turned that corner on the sideline. He is a fast kid.
That was a heck of a punt.
That was a great punt.
Forgetting about the punt.
Yeah.
He's got quite a leg on him.
So a big discussion there along the sideline with the referees.
The late hit couldn't. The hit that was so vicious, the one you saw. If it's a dead ball, they're going to have to enforce it. That's my humble opinion.
All right, so we're going to see. They're going to come out, and we'll see what the penalties are. Each team has a turnover in this game. Marlowe threw.
Blocking him back, I heard him say.
Okay, we're blocking the back, and then we're going to have a something along the sideline by the Rams. And we'll see where they're going to take this ball to.
Looks like they'll call off the block. They'll walk off the block in the back and then walk off the 15-yard.
Right,
the other
15 yards, yeah.
So like a 5-yard gain for Penn Cambria.
Yeah.
I thought the dead ball foul would have to be walked off totally. But I'm not the official. I used to be.
We need more. By the way, we need more officials.
We do. Why don't you do that?
That is one thing we definitely need.
Well, Stone's already started his career.
Yeah, they're in much need. And then we had
Yeah, they're walking off the first one.
And then they'll walk off the second one. Yep. Oh, so was there unsportsmanlike conduct as well on Penn Cambria then?
Yeah, it must have been.
It must have been an unsportsmanlike call.
A good hit and then unsportsmanlike on him.
All right, so at the end of it all, it's 1st and 10. Penn Cambria backed up to their own 12-yard line. Brady Jones hands us off to, I think it's Mento. Mento gets to about the 15, so about a 3-yard gain.
Apparently that hit you said was a legal hit.
Someone on the sidelines must have done something.
Must have been someone on the sidelines
went flying.
right. There had to be an unsportsmanlike call as well on Penn Cambria after that
I
hit.
think so.
All right, so 2nd down and 7. Jones hands off to Mento again. Mento was going to go nowhere. He even loses the yard back to the 14. So 3rd down and 8 upcoming now. So Joe McEnany been on a lot of tackles tonight, along with Declan Piscatello, Joe Penna, Cody Yeager. Big 3rd down upcoming here. Last time they tried that long pass out to Carter McDermott. A lot of speed on the side by McDermott. Jones back to throw. Jones getting some pressure. Jones shakes the tackle. Jones able to get the ball away. Looking down the middle and will fall incomplete. Good coverage there by Jude McGarrah.
He's not getting up either.
Oh, there's a flag. It's going to be maybe a hold on Richland. Where that pass is thrown. It is a hold on Richland. So McGarrah coming out and Noah Ritko coming in. That's a big penalty there.
Penalties, they just kill you. They had him stopped. Would have been a punt.
Yep.
Penalties have been a big part of this game.
Yeah, that was not the time to be holding anybody on the 3rd down and 8. So it brings the ball out to the 24-yard line of Penn Cambria. 1st down and 10, 8 down, 8:46. Richland leading 20-14. Harold goes in motion. Jones setting up a screen pass over the middle, and that's well read by Richland. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Pick up about 1, and Penn Cambria player down and play cramping up as well.
Yeah, they had that one sniffed out. Hollis and McCracken.
Hollis having a good game as well here tonight.
Yeah, he's right in the middle of everything.
Called his name quite a bit.
That looked like a little inside screen, Sponge. Is that what it was?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right, 2nd down and 9. Jones back to throw again. Jones looks deep. Jones, Rico, great coverage out there. They were looking for number 4, looking for Chase Plazak.
Not a chance on that one.
If I say their names wrong, I apologize. We don't have pronunciation.
It is dark up here.
It is dark. We have no lights, so I'm doing the best I can. All right, 3rd down again. 3rd down and 9. Upcoming. Surprised they haven't looked for Carter McDermott. I think he's still out there, is he not? Number 9?
Yeah,
He's on the far
right
sideline,
side.
right? He's matched up with Yarnick. Far on the right. Watch for this. 3rd and 9. Jones back to throw. Jones looking that way. Jones over the middle, and the ball is tipped and falls incomplete. Almost caught off the tip by McDermott, but it'll be 4th down upcoming. 4th down and 9. Piscatello looks like maybe he's cramping up as well. Maybe cramping his calf or his thigh or something. Janidlo will check in.
No, it's not the heat that's doing the cramping. It's the fact that they're playing the game.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's pretty cold down here. Nice breeze.
Gabe Irving now on to kick it away. Irving. Oh, no, the ball. Yarnick called for the fair catch, did he not?
Called for fair catch.
And then he tried to catch it, and he muffs the punt.
Wow.
And Penn Cambria picks it up. Big mistake by the Rams. Call for a fair catch. Just get out of the way.
Stay away.
Get out of the way. Don't try to come make that catch. Just get out of the way. Yarnick tried to dive for the ball and pick it up, and
once the other team kicks it, it's our ball.
that's right. Just get out of the way.
Just say, get out of the way.
We continue to shoot ourselves in the foot.
Yep, this is twice now. So we have a TV timeout, maybe? TV timeout.
I used to tell my guys that all the time. Sponge, you probably remember. When they kick the ball, they're choosing to give it to us.
Right.
They choose to give it away, so just get away from the ball. It's our ball.
Right.
Yeah, get away from it and live to play another down.
Absolutely. All right, once I run down our sponsors once again, doing this in the dark, so here we go. Thank you. Roof Rejuve, Senator Wayne Langerholtz, Advantage Auto, Mahalco's, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Slovenian Savings and Loan, FX Screen Printing, The Fifth Bar and Grill, Flair of Country, Johnstown Construction, Nico's, FWF, First Team Advertising, John Ponchione, Windbreak Advanced Office Systems, Best Window and Door Company, First Summit Bank, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Dean Jordan Tire, Ponchione Financial, RMP Signs, DB Homes, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Memorial Chevrolet, Chansun Chong Medical Center, Rizzo's, Cardolino Eye Care, Sporting Goods Discounters, Tap 814, Asiago's, Market Basket, Ashboro Landscaping, Vintage Physical Therapy, RNDT, Moore Family Dentistry, and Big Dogs Bar and Grill.
Nice group of people. I know just about everybody on that list that I know you do as well.
Yeah, most everybody there. All great people.
They're all good people.
All supporting the community, all supporting these kids. And
football's big around Richland. You know that, don't you?
Absolutely.
It's important. Actually, the whole school is important to this community.
All right, so after the turnover off the punt, Penn Cambria has the ball inside Richland territory.
Green light is on, or go.
All right, we're all good to go.
The TV light, I watch it.
Yep.
Red is stop and green is go.
So a lot of passing so far, the last couple of downs. Brady Jones now, McDermott on the end around, and Richland is there, and they're going to put him down for a loss. That was Joe McEnany, who was the first one with contact.
Nice play on the edge. That's a tough place to play on the edge like that. He did a great job.
Yep, tried the end around McDermott, and they lost 4 yards back to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, Evan McCracken in on that too.
So second down and 14 upcoming. Down to 7:21 and counting here. Richland leading 20-14 over the Panthers. They'll put McDermott in motion to the right. Jones, handoff. I think this is Mento. Mento gets back to the original line of scrimmage to about the 46-yard line and bring up third down and 10.
Brody Hollis again.
Yep, he's having a great game. Brody Hollis back in a lot of tackles. .6:44 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Big third down play. They call third and 11. Jones back to throw. Straight drop back. Jones pumps, throws, looking on the right sideline. Nice coverage there by the Rams. They fall incomplete. Good coverage by the Rams. Jude McGarrah along with Arnold McGarrah. So the two McGarrah boys in coverage. They'll bring up fourth down and 11.
You punt? I guess you do, huh?
I think they're going to have to punt here. They're bringing in the punter. Yeah, you don't want to give Richland a shorter field.
No, I don't think Richland's going to put anybody deep.
No, get away from the ball. No, they're going to put Yarnick deep. Now they're moving him up.
I saw Ripple moving everybody up.
Now what they can't do is come in and try to rough the kicker. We can't do that. High snap. Kick is away.
Yeah, bad kick.
Yeah, Richland just gets away. It does take a Penn Cambria bounce, though. And we'll be touched right around the 26-yard line.
Barely made a change.
Yeah. So about a 20-yard punt.
And we talk about football a lot up here, which we should. We should remind the fans there's other stuff going on at the school now in the fall. Soccer, golf, cross country.
Yeah, all sorts of sports going on right now.
Just check the paper every day and see what's going on and come on and support the Rams all around. Volleyball too, don't they? No.
Yeah, volleyball's going to start. Yeah, that's that time of year for that sport as well. All right, first down and 10. Richland at their own 26-yard line. Bunch wide receivers to the left. Easton Robertson in the backfield with Mala. Good time to have a long drive here. Mala Back to throw. Mala looking for Yarnick and just over his head.
Boy, he had him.
Actually, he was looking
He had his guy beat.
Yep. Yeah, just a little overthrown. He'll find that touch, though. It's just a little touch pass and just a little too long for Yarnick. 2nd down and 10 upcoming.
What was that? I thought I heard something.
6:10 on the clock here in the 4th quarter. Richland came in trailing 14-6. Now lead 20-14. This is McCracken. McCracken, nice hole up the middle. McCracken, enough for the first down. And more as he gets over the 40-yard line to the 41.
When you give him any room at all, he's gone.
15-yard run for McCracken.
What a great little burst of speed.
You just give him a little bit of a crease.
He's gone.
And he's gone.
That's what I like to chew up some clock, too.
Yeah. Penn Cambria, for the most part, though, Sponge has done a nice job tackling. They made a couple of touchdown-saving tackles.
They have. They're a good, solid team.
Yeah. Haven't seen a whole lot of mistakes from them besides some offsides penalties.
About six of them.
Yep. Quick out to Yarnick. Yarnick on the sideline. Yarnick will be taken out of bounds right at about the maybe the 47-yard line. 2nd down and 2. And the clock down at 5:36 here into the 4th quarter.
You need to score right now. Put this game away.
Yeah, Richland looking for that score. Remember, like you said, we have a good kicker as well.
Please report to the concession stand immediately. Tristan Henry.
2nd down and 2. It is Mala, keeper. And that will go for no gain.
Nice blitz by the middle linebacker.
Yep, going to bring up 3rd down and 2.
Good call, Fred. He filled that hole. He had nowhere to go.
Now we have some heavyweights coming in. The heavyweights.
5:13 and counting.
Everybody's on the line of scrimmage. Everybody.
And there's that muddle huddle. And again, Penn Cambria jumps off sides once more. 7th time in the ball game that Penn Cambria jumps off sides. And Richland picks up a first down.
I'm speechless.
They know it's coming, and they just
So
that's something else.
So
What
Sponge,
do I say? Why I keep saying Sponge?
that's 7 of them in the ball game. I think at least maybe 4 of them have resulted in a first down for Richland.
Yes, that's about right.
You know it's coming, you know it's coming, you know it's coming, then you jump.
All right, so the clock to 4:47 in the 4th quarter. Richland leading 20-14, has a first down and 10 at the Penn Cambria 46-yard line. Evan McCracken in the backfield with Mala.
They're using every bit of the clock.
Oh, they have
can.
to. Absolutely. Play clock down to 11. McCracken goes up the middle, gets over the 45-yard line, still on his feet. Good hard run by McCracken, gets to the 42.
We always talk about his speed, but he also is a very hard runner.
Yeah, I mean, he was hit at the line of scrimmage, Sponge, and still got 4 yards out of that play.
Yeah, that was all determination there. He was bottled up and just moved the pile.
So down to 4 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Richland has the ball, 2nd and 6 from the Penn Cambria 42-yard line. So target for a field goal, Sponge.
I'd say
35-yarder.
yeah, 35 to 40, I think he can make.
Yes, there we go. So Richland doesn't necessarily need to go for a touchdown, but get enough to put yourself in field goal range. This is McCracken this time kind of picking his way, had nowhere to go, and that'll be no gain on the play. They'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Carry, no gain.
Well, field goal will make it, 23-14.
Yeah,
So
pretty much puts it out of.
yeah, it's just the same.
It'll
as a
give you the
touchdown.
9-point lead.
Same as a touchdown.
But 3rd and 6, we got to take care of business here first. 3rd down and 6.
They tried it again.
Yep.
They just tried it again. It didn't work. You saw it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Now you know what they do. I'll have to kill you, Ed.
Play clock down to 6. I think Richland may call a timeout here. Yeah, he's going to call a timeout. So Richland will burn a timeout with 2:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. Richland leading by 6, 20-14.
You got a pile of papers here, buddy.
I'd say they got to take 2 plays to get this if they don't get it on this.
Oh, I completely agree. This is 2 down territory, Sponge, without question.
Too far for field goal.
Yep.
And yeah.
Yep. And this can't,
TV timeout.
Right. All right. I'll run down the sponsors one more time. This may be the last chance we get.
Man, I'll help you out, but I can't really see that.
Yeah, it's really dark. We have no lighting up here, so thank you to Roof Rejuve, Senator Wayne Langer Holtz, Advantage Auto, Mahalco's, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Slovenian Savings and Loan, FX Screen Printing, The Fifth Bar and Grill, Flair of Country, Johnstown Construction, Nico's, FWF, First Team Advertising, John Ponchione, Winber Care, Advanced Office Systems, Best Window and Door Company, First Summit Bank, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Dean Jordan Tire, Ponchione Financial, RMP Signs, DB Homes, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Memorial Chevrolet, Chansoon Chong Medical Center, Rizzo's, Cardellino Eye Care, Sporting Goods Discounters, Tap 814, Asiagos, Market Basket, Ashbro Landscaping, Vanish Physical Therapy, RNDT, Moore Family Dentistry, and Big Dog's Bar and Grill. All right, so big play upcoming here, Sponge. Actually, a couple big plays. 3rd down and 6. Richland can almost, not quite put this way with the first down, but it'll go a long way.
Yeah, they're going to have to take 2 plays here, get the first down, keep the clock rolling, and finish this off.
Penn Cambria's not a big play team. Well, they have one big play, but they're not really a big play team, so they need the ball right now so they can move down the field.
The one thing I saw from them is that Carter McDermott, though. Like I said, I mean, he blew right past Arthur Yarnick on that one pass along the sideline. He was not open until all of a sudden he just got into another gear. Yeah, he did. He caught the first touchdown pass of the game.
Hey, guys, some quick scores. We got Central Cambria leading Bishop McCord 15-10. Bald Eagle beating Bishop Guilford 17-7. Our opponent next week, Huntington, lost to Phillipsburg 35-7.
That's not good.
All right, so here we go. Big down, 3rd down and 6 upcoming for Richland. Easton Robertson in the backfield. McCracken in motion. McCracken gets the handoff. McCracken looking for a seam. McCracken turns it up over the 40-yard line. He's got it! Evan McCracken is gone! It is going to be a Richland Ram touchdown! Evan McCracken goes in motion, takes the pitch, looked for a little seam, found it, and got the end zone.
What a burst of speed, Ed.
All we needed was that one little and he was gone.
He fit his body through that little crease right around the 40-yard line, just outside the 40. Once he turned his body, he was gone. Evan McCracken with his 3rd touchdown of the game with 2:34 on the clock.
That pretty much brought souls up, buddy.
Yeah, Penn Cambria had that strung out, but he just made that one little cut. And once you get past the outside guy, he was gone.
Yep.
You have to remember, he's a world player.
Surprised Richland's not going to let Noah Ritko attempt the extra point. They're going to go for another 2-point conversion. A little shocked they're not going to put him out there and let him kick an extra point. But
well, 28-14, that makes 2 touchdowns.
At any rate,
that's a 2 touchdown already.
Yeah, but with 2:34 on the clock,
probably won't happen, but you never know.
And this one's going to get stuffed on the 2-point conversion.
Oh,
good penetration by Penn Cambria there.
Modified hard, but couldn't get through.
All right, so Richland goes up 26-14 with 2:34 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Remember, this quarter started with Richland. This half started with Richland trailing 14-6, Fred.
I know.
And Richland caught a lot of momentum. They got it off that big turnover, the big fumble. Richland got that ball at the 43-yard line. Penn Cambria went down and scored. Made a stop, got the ball back, went down and scored again. And here they are now leading 26-14. So Richland outscoring Penn Cambria 20-0 here in the second half.
I'm sure they had a good discussion at halftime, and I'm sure a lot of that discussion had to do with composure and playing like we know how to play, and not get rattled. Because they did not have a good first half, Richland. But they have a new quarterback too, so it takes time for him to break in.
And it helps to have Evan McCracken.
Oh, absolutely.
Senior leadership. He took over the second half.
Yeah. This is going to go a long way for Grayson Mala, though, coming into his first game and really acquitting himself, I think, very, very well.
Scoring a touchdown.
Yeah, he'll get better with those little touch passes, but he was very comfortable since the beginning. Sponge and I talked about with running the football. Has no fear. He sees the hole, he puts his shoulder down, and goes for it. And I like that.
When you think about how many quarterbacks in the state of Pennsylvania tonight who are freshmen starting a varsity game and winning the game?
Yep.
Probably none. Probably him.
All right, Rico kicks it away. This is Harold. Harold tiptoes his way over the 20-yard line. Dugan Chase will take him down at about the 23. So nice tackle made by Dugan Chase.
They lost a little step there, Penn Cambria.
Austin Blau also getting credit for the tackle.
Jim Penn is a pretty good PA announcer. He's right on top of things.
We'll call it 1st and 10 for about the 23 for Penn Cambria.
We have over 50 kids on our roster. I'm just looking at the sideline now. We have over 50 kids. That's pretty amazing.
Oh, for sure.
A lot of teams are having trouble struggling to get kids to come on. We have over 50. It says a lot about the program.
Oh, big run here by Penn Cambria. They broke it at the 50, the 40, being chased down by McGarwa and brought down at around the 20. Great hustle by Jude McGarwa.
This changes things quickly.
Very, very quickly. 2:13 on the clock. That was number 2 for Penn Cambria. Thomas Plunkett able to take it and break it, but Jude McGarwa never gave up on the play, Sponge, and brings him down at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, he ran him down from behind.
So 2:03 and counting on the clock.
That's why Coach
First down. Mento strings it out. Joe Penna says no and brings down Mento.
Mento's a tired young man.
Great tackle by Penna.
See that? He's tired. Mento's a tired young man.
Oh, yeah. Clock down to 1:41. PJ wants an update.
PJ's in New Mexico.
He wants an update.
If he was listening, he'd have an update.
He's having a margarita somewhere.
Yeah.
He's deer hunting somewhere out west.
Jones throws out quickly to his right. That is Harold able to shake one tackle but can't shake the other tacklers and goes down. So this drive started at the 20-yard line after McGarwa chased down Prescott. And now we've had a couple of losses. Flag on the play? Is that what they said? Or is it third down? He might have said third down. Third down and 11 upcoming for...
Doesn't sound like flag. Third down.
I'm just texting PJ here. All right. Jones over the middle. He throws a bullet. It's going to be a touchdown. He just threw a strike into the hands of number 4, Chase Plazik.
He does fire that.
He does. That's a bullet that he throws. 42 seconds on the clock.
This is why Coach went for 2. Ed.
Yep.
Because now they're in a position they could still lose the game. It's probably not going to happen, but...
See, I would have gone, see if you got the 1. It would have been 27, right? I mean, all right.
Yeah, 27.
Yep.
27-21 if he makes this one. If he makes it.
All right, let me read the paper here. Andrew Dillon on it for the extra point. He's perfect on the night, 2 for 2. Good snap, good hold, kick is up. And the kick is good, so this game now is 26-21 with 42 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
42 seconds.
So now you just go look for me. You know what's coming.
Onside kick.
Right.
It would have been 28 if he had got the 2.
Yep.
That's why he did it.
Yeah.
Now, you and I both thought, well, it's impossible. We're not going to come back anyhow. But guess what?
I thought with two minutes left to go.
Yeah, but guess what? Here we are.
Yeah, we are.
Here we are.
Richland did such a good job that whole time. That's the first score since really what the first quarter, or they scored in the second quarter. There was all the scoring in the first quarter. I can't even remember. It was all the scoring done in the first quarter to make it 14-6. It might have been all of the first quarter. So one in the second. Okay, so Penn Cambria did score one touchdown in the second quarter, but really it's been nothing since. Richland's done a really nice job
defensively.
Yep.
Plus, drawing him off sides every other play.
Yeah, 7 offsides penalties by Penn Cambria in this game is huge. Yep.
That might be a record, Ed.
Yeah, penalties on both sides have hurt both teams.
Both teams are young. But the senior leadership shines, just like you said, Sponge. Evan McCracken, senior leadership.
They got their hands team out there now for the kickoff. So.
Oh, yeah. You just got to jump on it, throw it out of bounds, do whatever you got to do. And they can put this game away, take a knee, and end the game. All right, so McCracken up along the line, Yarnick up along the line, Luke Feitel up along the line, Janidlo on the line, and Madeira on the line. Ball set at the 40-yard line. Gabe Irving, left-footed kicker, on to attempt the onside kick.
They have Janidlo out there right in the middle.
Yep,
I'm wondering
right
if he's going to headhunt someone and take him out so they don't get to the ball.
Right behind him is Dugan Chase.
Remember, the ball has to go 10 yards. If it doesn't go 10 yards, it's
got to get to midfield. Ball set at the 40. It's got to get to midfield. All right, here we go. Irving. There we go. It is Luke Feitel who gets the ball.
Good job.
So good job. That should end the game here. 41 seconds left. Richland should just be able to take a couple of knees, and that will end the ball game.
Do they have any timeouts left, I wonder?
They got 2.
They have 2. 2 timeouts left. 41 seconds.
It's right on the scoreboard, isn't it?
They can see it right over there.
See it. You can see if you can see that far. Don't make fun of me, Ed.
I never make fun of you, Freddie.
We're good. We have a good crew here.
All right, Richland lining up in victory formation. But as you said, I'm kind of weird to snapping it like you usually get up on the line. Anything can go wrong with that snap. I was just going to let this clock roll down. Penn Cambria not going to call timeouts. Worthless anyway. Richland's going to take this ball game 26-21.
Great game.
So a lot of good things here for Richland. Some were bad in the beginning of the ball game, but I tell you what, a lot of adjustments made by the Richland coaching staff. The kids responded, and they end up taking this one. They outscore Penn Cambria 20-7 in the second half.
We played with a lot more composure in the second half than we did in the first half.
Oh, for sure.
First half was a little bit out of control. Give Penn Cambria credit. They have a nice ball club.
Yeah, they fought hard. They were right in it the whole way.
Yeah, very good.
I'll get my interview with Coach Bailey here in a couple minutes.
There we go. We're looking forward to it, Sponge. You have a little bit to live up to as far as interviews go.
Yeah, PJ set the stage. I don't know if I can do that.
Did you prepare a list of questions, or you just gonna kind of wing it?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Okay.
I was hoping for the win though, so that's good. That's a plus.
This was a big plus. So Richland comes back in this one, and we're not used to seeing Richland behind in the game, but
it's the closest game we've ever done together.
Yeah, I mean they took the lead early 6-0 on a missed extra point. Penn Cambria comes back and has a scoring strike on a touchdown pass, and then Penn Cambria pretty much dominated the first half of that ball game. Although Richland did leave one on the table there with first and goal from about the 1-yard line and failed to score.
Give Penn Cambria credit on
that. Absolutely, they played a great game.
Great game.
We always give credit where credit's due, and Penn Cambria came in and looked good. I liked the quarterback. I thought looked very good. Brady Jones had himself a game.
We're going to win some football games. Look how many kids they have out there. They have a pretty good group. Crew also. Coach Phillips does a great job with those kids.
Yes, it's something that we're accustomed to seeing is Richland winning here on Hurlinger Field. Unfortunately, the last time they played on this field, they did take a loss to Bishop Guilfoyle.
One of not very many. There haven't been very many losses.
No, it hasn't been very many losses. We haven't seen any. We've been very blessed here in Richland with the quality of football that we've seen, the quality of players. We know the coaching staff is excellent.
The whole program. It's a year-round program.
Yep.
Tom Feitel is in charge of a lot of the activity that goes on. Doug Gladke, great job with the equipment. There's a whole number of people. We should probably get a list of the people someday and acknowledge them.
Absolutely.
People behind the scenes that we never talk about.
And again, Stone Mangus and Levi Cashdollar, thank you for being the student producers. When we get done though, Freddie, I'm taking a picture of how we hooked everything up here because we don't want to have that problem.
Yeah, I know.
We're going to be going to Huntington next week. So that's right. You're not going to take the long road trip.
No.
But you'll be listening, right?
Yeah, Huntington lost to Phillipsburg tonight, which is a good sign for us.
Okay.
Because Phillipsburg's not very good, and I think Huntington might be worse.
So we will have Jim Penna.
On your way.
We'll be on the broadcast
shout out to
next
Mr. Robertson up there, too. He really helped us
Ryan
out.
Robertson up here really helped us out. Did a great job figuring out all that we needed to do. Yep. Usually we're not up here. We had a broadcast from on top of the press box tonight, which is actually pretty cool. I'm glad it's early in the year because if this was later in the year, I think I would have objected and
I think
I'm not going to be out here and freeze.
Would have been carrying my protest sign.
All right, just waiting for Coach Bailey to break the huddle, and we can get Brian Brett with his first interview with Coach Bailey after a fine victory at Erlanger Field. Nice comeback victory. Pretty dominant performance here in the second half by Richland.
I'm sure Brian's a little bit nervous right now trying to maintain the standard that PJ set up.
Oh, the one good thing, though, I can tell you is that Coach Bailey is probably one of the most accessible and easiest guy to talk to. And I had to interview him in the bad times when the seasons weren't going so well. And he is amazing. He's very gracious, so you never have to worry about asking him a question that he's going to get mad at.
He's a very intelligent young man. He is Dr. Brandon Bailey now, you know.
I see Rick Hull from Friday Night Rivals out there. He's going to be doing some interviews as well. So this may delay whenever we can get Sponge on there.
Just push him out of the way, Sponge.
I was told I was going to be the first to interview him, but I don't know.
Rick just kind of nudged his way in there.
Sponge, come on.
You want me to tackle him for?
Yeah, I want you to get him out of the way.
Don't take Rick out.
He's a good guy.
Rick is a really good guy. Does a great job on the broadcast for the Tomahawks.
You'll be on the radio, this TV.
I'll be on TV with him this year. Yeah, I'll be his color analyst, and I think we're actually going to be visible some of the time. Yeah.
You need your nice shirt, though. Don't forget.
That's what we said. We need to get a nice Tomahawk polo shirt or something like that. We'll see if they do that for us or not.
This shirt here, remember we bought these.
Yeah, we got the nice Richland Football Network pullovers a couple of years ago. I didn't think it was going to be that chilly tonight. Oh, then again, I thought we were going to be in the box anyway. Thank goodness I had one in the car because it did get a little chilly, a little bit windy, a little bit chilly. But overall, nice night for football and a great way to start for the Richland Rams. Again, they take this one 26-21 in a very long game. It's already 5 till 10, but this was the Friday Night Rival football game, so there was a lot of TV timeouts tonight, a lot of stoppages of play.
We're used to the running clock.
Yeah.
We've been spoiled over the years, Ed.
Oh, for sure. There's no doubt about it.
Spoiled in a good way.
All right, so it looks like now we're going to be able to get Sponge on here with Coach Brandon Bailey pretty soon. Declan Piscatella, coach. Yeah, and grab him, and there we go. Brian Brett, take it away, bud. Hey, get your Brett out of here.
Coach, it's my first time doing this, so it's glad to be a part of this.
Yeah, man.
22nd season, right?
22nd season.
Okay, and let's congratulate you on being a doctor now.
Yeah, how about I keep going to school, but I don't think I can go anymore. For me.
Okay, first half.
Yeah, first game jitters, a little bit too many penalties, but I knew that we would come around, and our defense held us in there, and we were able to come out. Second half.
freshman quarterback. A little jittery at times, but seemed like he could run the ball a little bit, and that got him into the game.
Yeah, he's a gritty kid, and I knew that he'd come through for us. Played hard, and the ability to move McCracken from running back to receiver, get them in and out of different formations, really allowed us for our line to kind of take the game over in the second half.
The second half, Evan McCracken, senior leadership taking over.
No doubt about it. Great kid, great young man. Really happy for him and happy for our team.
Quick look at next week. Huntington, you know anything about them?
I'm not a look-ahead guy, so I don't even know what color uniforms they have. I have no idea.
Well, they lost tonight, I'll tell you that.
Okay, that's good to know.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thanks, Brian.
Good job, Brian. I said always coach is so easy to interview. That's surprising. He doesn't know anything about Huntington. That's kind of cool. We don't know either. But there are 20 teams now in the Laurel Highlands. And Sponge, if you want to get a quick interview with Evan McCracken, certainly feel free.
Yeah, I got Evan here. 3. You got 3 now. Mm-hmm. How many you plan on getting this year?
Hopefully break the record again, but hey, it all depends on how the whole team works, you know.
Hey, look, freshman quarterback. It's tough to be in that position. You looked a little shaky at times. Second half, senior leadership. You stepped up. You got it done.
Yeah. As a freshman, it's hard. Like, I played as a freshman because Jake got hurt, and going in that first game was the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done. And he's a dog, and he is resilient, and he's going to do fine. He's going to be fine, even though it's a little hit here or there this game. He's going to be fine.
Yeah, he got his feet wet. So Now you move on to Huntington, and you never played Huntington.
Nope,
nothing about him, I bet.
Nope, nothing.
You know how to get to the stadium.
Nope.
Okay. we'll all figure it out, and we'll all be there next week.
Yep.
Hey, Evan, great job.
Thank you.
That's why they make GPSs, because we don't know how to get there either, Sponge. So we're going to have our hands full next week getting there. Hopefully the GPS directions are good. Not like it was to Central High School. That was wow. Well, anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here on the Richland Football Network. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back with you next week as we travel to Huntington. Richland goes to 1-0 on the season. They take this one 26-21 over at Penn Cambria. Everybody have a safe week, and we'll see you again next Friday night. So enjoy the week, stay safe, and we'll look forward to seeing you all again next week. That's it for the Richland Football